Last time, you guys touched down in Avernus proper for the first time, discovering that Elturel was floating over the river Styx, approximately in the middle of the map that you guys have of Avernus. Um, so you know the general location of where you believe Elturel to be on the map. Um, some of the identifying factors that you've seen around is Fort Knucklebone, which you saw as you were slowly floating down to the surface. You saw what looked to be a large volcano that resembled what is Bell's Forge on the other side of the River Styx, along with Haramon's Hill. Um, you can't be 100% sure that everything on this map is correctly transcribed onto it, but you get the idea that at least the bigger things are probably fairly accurate. So you guys have a couple of central locations sort of mapped out, but you guys made the journey to Fort Knucklebone without too much issue. You were able to gain entrance into the fort and met some of the characters that are there. Mad Maggie, along with her assistant Flesh Golem Mickey. You met Chukka and Clonk, the two Kenku that serve as mechanics in the fort. And you were able to make a deal with Mad Maggie, along with some of the help from the notice that you had gotten from Silvira back in the Candlekeep. To get one of these Infernal War machines and a few of the soul coins that power them. And you were also able to make an arrangement with Mad Maggie to dive into Lulu's Dreamscape, which you guys decided to do last time, discovering that Azariel's sword was hidden away in something resembling a very nice cathedral that had been scabbed over with some sort of infernal covering, and is hidden. And it is called the Bleeding Citadel. That is currently what you are looking for. You're trying to find clues to find where this might be. Lulu believes that some clue into where it is will be locked away or discoverable with Haramon's Hill. This is one of the places in the area that Mad Maggie was able to direct you to. Haramon being one of the main Hell Riders for Zariel. One of the few things that Lulu's been able to remember down here. So you guys got that tip and started to head along the River Styx to see if you could try to find a way across the river. And you were then followed and then assaulted by a group of what it seemed to be one of these warlords that Mad Maggie had warned you about. A large werebore by the name of Ragadraga, who drove in on his infernal war machine, attacked yours, and he and his crew was summarily destroyed. And that is where we pick up tonight, is following this large battle. Worth noting, by the way, I had missed-sized the other war machine. It is a size larger than yours. This one is gargantuan, where yours is huge.
Ragadraga is definitely the best enemy name we've come across so far.
Just to remind you what he looks like.
Boar person.
He reminds me of that character from is it Teen Titans? Not Teen Titans, though. It's called
Lion King?
No, yes,
Pumbaa?
but also
Is that you?
Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles. Is it?
Whatever happened to Hakuna Matata?
What a wonderful phrase.
Little weasel jumps out of nowhere, starts singing.
So you guys have access now in your companions pool below your character sheets there in the journal, the Demon Grinder, which is the infernal war machine that Ragadraga and his were partners had. Currently, they're both only slightly damaged from running into each other. Neither War Machine suffered too much damage. But, so yeah, you guys have access to that. And there is one modification to the Demon Grinder, which is that it appears to have some sort of magical. You guys don't really. You guys as players don't really know what they are, but looking at them, above game, they look like speakers that are on each side of the front that are facing out. And you would have noticed that this is where the music was coming from when they approached. But it is currently not playing anything. Once Raga Draga died, the music stopped playing.
Well, guys, what do you think? Should we take this along with us, or should we just grab the soul coins and maybe these sound emanating devices on the front, which are playing some pretty dope tunes? Should we grab those off and slap them on old Bessie here? I mean, the Demon Grinder.
What is the...
Or-
just looking at the machines, what can... Realistically, can one tow the other? That was one of the things, right? We wanted to bring back.
So yeah, the scavenger specifically does have a hook, grabber essentially, that can tow war machines. It's worth noting though that the grappling claw, it can't pull it. But if you're pulling a war machine that's larger than yours, then you'll be moving at half speed.
Well, and we could also just drive two machines, right?
You could. That will take up twice the demon fuel, though, the souls. Mateo would say, we could probably attach the claw to the back of this other one, and we could probably just drive the larger one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so pull it. Oh, okay.
Like, the large one could probably tow the smaller one and not be slowed. And the grappling hook, I mean, it goes both ways, right? We could attach it to the back and pull.
Guys, just so you know, we've got 7 soul coins right now, so I'm tracking those, and we have about 48 hours left for our vehicle. But obviously this thing's bigger and may use more, so...
Well, and you would also have known that this thing was running, so you would assume that they had already put a soul coin in it. You don't know exactly how many hours are left in it, but it currently is fueled.
Yeah.
How about this? We ride them both for her right now, whichever, and then later when the one that we need to get towed, or the one that needs to get towed, or you just use the bigger one to tow the smaller one?
One other consideration, buddy, is that there probably aren't enough of us for all the weapon stations and things on this.
Well, right now we just need to ride, right?
But we'll probably run into some critter or something and need to, they won't be 100% combat effective, both of them.
That's true. But I think,
Well, the war machines themselves are weapons.
That is true.
Not disagreeing with you there. So
We can use the big one just to crash, or while the scavenger.
It can be the tank. That makes sense to me.
Yes. All right. So who's gonna be the other driver is the question.
I could do it. Mateo raises his hand.
I'm like, I agree.
It sounds like fun.
Oh god, and he's gonna be in the big one, and he's gonna be better than me yet again.
Hey Tim, it's not about the size; it's about the scale.
Can we review the?
That's not what Ray said.
Tim's got adventure envy.
We got some loot from those guys, but it's not in our current party loot.
Oh, okay.
Can we review what that was, and I'll edit it?
Absolutely. So as I recall, you guys got 3 soul coins, which I think you already added to the pile.
Dead.
You also got a circlet of blasting.
Oh yeah.
And really, that's all that was on them. They don't carry gold.
Okay.
Yeah. And you would have also noticed specifically that Ragadraga, you see the corpses of his were partners, but you see Ragadraga specifically actually disintegrated into the ash that you've seen the devils disintegrate into.
Hmm. All right. So, circlet of blasting. Let's see.
Scorching Ray, attack blood bonus +5, looks like. So I can't attune to anything else, so.
The attunement?
It doesn't actually say that, does it?
No, it is
No.
not. It is not an attunement.
How about we give it to Lulu?
Oh, there we go.
Well, thank you.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, great idea.
That way, she can defend herself a little bit better.
I like that. Can Lulu wear it?
Well, she places it. She kind of, fits each of her giant wing ears in one at a time around the circlet, and then it sits on her head. As you see it, it actually kind of shapes around the top, and you see the little loops of the circlet actually on their own go in and tie around to form fit around your ears.
Very
Nice.
nice.
She says, "How does it look?"
It looks great.
And you actually see it is a complementary color to Lulu.
Oh,
So it actually, it does actually look good.
fantastic. Can we, before we continue on, can we do a short rest? I could use one personally.
Yeah, you guys can take a rest here. You don't see anything else immediately in the area that looks like it is of any major danger.
I'll take a short rest, right? Yeah.
Oh.
Circlet.
Phew.
Okay, so this is a once per day scorching ray.
Yeah, that's good. Gives her a little offense
Yeah.
if needed. Although she was the MVP of our last battle, as I recall.
Well, yeah, she's gotten a little bit of her spellcasting back as she's getting some of her memories. She would actually inform you that she has access to 3 spells. So if you ever want to ask, you can request this of her. Bless, which you guys have already seen, Cure Wounds, and Protection from Good and Evil.
Wonderful.
All of which she can cast. No, total of which she can cast 2 of those per day.
Oh, it seems like you're kind of like a cleric.
Well, I was assistant to an archangel. It's hard to spend a lot of time in that arena and not learn some holy powers, I suppose.
Well, it's going to be good to have you with us. Thank you for joining us on this. We definitely can use your help.
Well, thanks for bringing me along. I was very interested in figuring out what had happened. And I'd like to help Zariel if I can. I don't know how to help her, but maybe something with the sword will help.
I hope so.
Alright, let's get going.
All right.
I get into the claw seat.
Okay.
How do you
The demon
hold your...
grinder.
Are you
You wanna
wanting?
divvy
Oh,
it?
you're wanting to
The chomper. It's
yes.
one of the.
Okay.
Get to the chompa. Yeah.
Get to the
Are we all-
chompa.
That was good. So are we gonna tow the other car? Or are we gonna drive them?
No,
Mateo's
well,
gonna drive the other one. I'm gonna drive this one. Harry is gonna man, I guess, one of the or one of the catapults. So
Okay. Yes, I will.
can Lulu do? I mean, she's
Over.
kind of teeny.
Oljar, which one do you want me on?
Oh, you're jumping on this one?
I don't know. Whichever one you think would be better for me to be on.
Mm,
Does the Demon Grider have the catapult, or does it have
yeah, it has 2
range?
harpoons.
Right. Okay. Because I know we do. So
It has a wrecking ball. So
cool. Okay.
I
Yeah.
guess,
So we at least have
our
some
harpoons.
capability.
Did you want me to try to man a harpoon?
That would be wonderful, Lulu. So, like, if she needs to do it with disadvantage, that's totally fine.
Okay.
Because she's tiny.
I guess, Ezra, you can either choose the harpoon or the wrecking ball.
The idea of this, like, tiny winged elephant, like, manning a harpoon is just really funny.
Let's
Oh,
ride.
Let's get some!
The real question is,
Like being on a
Death
50
to the devils!
the real question is when Mattel starts driving, what's his song?
The speakers don't automatically activate. It doesn't. You don't quite know how they work. You would have to try to figure that out.
He's a Creedence Clearwater guy, don't you think? Like one of these like really young people who's into like old stuff and it doesn't quite make sense.
You know, Mateo would actually be curious about it, so I'm gonna have him roll an Arcana check to see if he can figure it out. Nope. He knows he's able to discern that they're magically activated by some manner, but he doesn't quite know how it's done. All right, so what would you guys like to do?
Hit the road, Jack.
I guess
All
we're
right.
riding down the coast, aren't we?
Yeah, we were gonna head generally in this direction because there's this one point of interest here.
Okay, we'll head this way, and then what, like that, like just go down the coast.
Yeah, because we're looking for a bridge. I mean, we wanted to get over to Bell's Forge, but it didn't seem to be a good place to ford the river.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Where are we on the map right now? Oh, there we are. Okay. What's that big thing sticking up?
That would be. Let me check my map.
This one, or
The one that's right next to you?
oh yeah,
Stygian Dock. It's a dock, I guess. Stygian Dock.
It looks like a large metal stake. And it looks like one of the ones that you had seen. You guys actually have passed a few of these on your way. These ones, like up here, as you were floating down, they're actually attached to the giant chains that are holding Elturel. And this one is also sporting a large chain that goes up to Elturel. Which, by the way, as you guys look up, did I ever give you guys the full visual view of
Elturel?
No. I should have.
Oh.
very cool.
That's kind of what you guys see from down below as you guys are still within view of seeing Elturel. And so, yeah, you see several of these iron spikes that are holding the chains that float upwards and seem to be either holding it in place or maybe pulling it down towards the river Styx. You're not really sure. But
I wonder what happens if we destroy one of those things. You think it'll?
Yeah, like or a chain at least, right? Whether
Yeah.
it go up.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's trying to chain down
Yeah.
the city to this realm, right? And
Seems like it.
we destroy the chains, right? Well, that's what I think, at least.
Should see if Lulu knows anything.
Probably.
I'll message Lulu. I forgot I could do that. Lulu, do you know anything about these chains?
Well,
Sorry, this is Ezra.
they're infernal chains.
Ah,
I could tell that they're of some kind of infernal make, and they look like they're really strong.
Do you think they're holding Elturel in place?
It's hard to tell. It doesn't look like they're pulling on them, but
Yeah.
it would take some. I bet it would take something really strong to break them.
Yeah. I think you're right. All right, thanks, Lulu.
All right, so you guys continue to ride for about another 3 or 4 hours. So I guess actually I will put something on Mateo's sheet here so he can see how much fuel is left in here.
and I would have given him an extra soul coin just in case. But I'll kind of keep a running total of like how many total soul coins we've got.
Yeah, we'll say you guys go for another 4 hours, so take 4 hours off of your stuff. And then let's see, soul coins. He's got 1.
So we're down to 44.
And you would notice actually, he goes a little faster than you do at first. And what you guys would figure out is that there had been some demon ichor that was put into the engine. That is what allowed it to catch up to you. But it does burn off pretty quick. And that appeared to be all the demon ichor they had. But once they had spotted you guys, they apparently used that demon ichor to catch up to you so that they could try to assault.
Hey, Harry has mending. Is it possible for him to like kind of to do that? You know, kind of as the hours go by, like just to try to kill some hit points on this vehicle?
No. Unfortunately, the mending cantrip is not going to be powerful enough to repair something as big and
Gotcha. Even, yeah,
powerful
we're
as
talking
these.
like, you know, pieces of armor that have like fallen off. Okay,
Yeah, you will need somebody who knows what they're doing to fix infernal war machines that are damaged.
Gotcha.
All right, so after a little while of riding, you guys would eventually come upon a rather interesting location. Let's see if I can bring this up. And I need to refresh real quick. Sorry about that. One moment. So colossal spiked chains extend across the hellscape. They're linked. Their links partially buried under ash and large chunks of masonry. Each broken chain is roughly a mile long. you see that these look a lot like the chains that you saw going up to El Terrell, but these appear to be broken links that are spread out all around the area. And you can see this is still not too far away from where you guys are traveling down the River Styx. You also see what looks to be a large lake of the River Styx water down towards the south of where you are. And you see a small hill rising up to the south. But as you guys are kind of driving around a lot of these big chains, you would actually see an interesting sight up on a large rock, a little ways in front of you, a few hundred feet, I would say, give or take, 200 to 300 feet. You would see a chained devil on top of one of these rocks that appears to be casting some sort of ritual on one of the chains. And looks to have two bearded devils next to him.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to be doing it towards the chain.
Yes, he is over one of these. You can see there are a lot of really large chains. And it's a little, of course, perspective thing, but you would guess that the chains that he has over there that he's casting over are not as large, but yeah. And,
so he's down here in the bottom left.
Yeah, well, yeah, towards the bottom left, yeah. And,
gotcha.
Chained devil.
Does he seem to be like restrained by the chain?
Nope.
Oh.
So this isn't some guy who's getting his like liver pecked out every day on a rock. This is the guy who's chains people down.
Yeah. Thought maybe he was, needed help, but perhaps that is not the case.
We found we found the rock and roll part of Avernus. Now we're finding the thrash metal part of Avernus.
And pretty much, by the way, as you guys have gone along the River Styx, you would notice two things. One, you would notice that there are no natural bridges over it, at least so far that you've seen as you've gone along it. And two, you've seen it kind of shifts a little bit. It kind of, as rivers do, it kind of curves around the terrain. But it varies from somewhere between 100 to maybe like 200 feet across, give or take a little bit. This you would notice is one of the shorter. It looks like it's more like in certain spots like 60 or 70 feet across, maybe to 90, depending. But it's still, you would imagine, far too big for your war machines to just try to drive through. But you would notice that this is probably one of the shortest across that the river has been in this area.
Interesting. All right, guys. Can we? What do you think? Should we?
Let's ride like if we're like the people who attacked this road. We get close to him.
Oh, and then
and then say
smash.
We need to get across.
Oh, gotcha. Maybe he can do something with the chains to do that,
Yeah.
or okay. Sure. Then yeah, we can.
And if he attacks us, well, you just run him over. What do you guys think?
I figure here is within shouting distance. I think, right? So we're still pretty far away from him.
Yeah.
And then there's molten lava or something in the way.
Does anybody know how to turn on that music? We're trying to make like we're the.
Oh, I see. He's over here. I was distracted by this big scary guy at the bottom.
They're right over. They're right over.
Okay,
right,
my
bottom
bad.
right part of the map over here.
I see. Okay. Sure. Yeah. No, we can ride up. Yeah. Let's drive up to right on here, and I guess I'm kind of stuck driving, but I'll open my hatch and shout out, "What are you doing with those chains?"
So you guys are driving up to him?
Yep.
Okay. So move you guys over here. How close do you want to be? That close?
I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
All right. So you see these two bearded devils. They jump down over here. And they yell back over at you. Master Zatar is performing a ritual, empowering his own chains with the power of these infernal ones. He is
Guys,
not to be disturbed.
I'm gonna turn to looks like Ezra is on there, and Harry, who is always, kind of the source of wisdom and acts as a check on my reckless behavior.
All right.
Forgive me for I don't know, call me reckless, but I think we should just kill these guys and take their stuff. Ezra, do you mind messaging that to Oljar?
Sure. Hey, Oljar.
I mean, you guys are right next to each other. You don't really have to do the whole messaging thing.
Okay.
Okay.
You can just talk.
Lulu, I'll ask.
I'll
Lulu.
say-
Lulu, are these the kind of people we can? You have any experience with these folks?
Well, all devils usually can be bargained with. I mean, one thing you have to remember about devils is they're just, all devils were once mortal souls. They've just decided to walk the wrong path or been tricked into it. So, typically, devils can be reasoned with.
How about we make these devils make a chain path over? You think they'll be able to make a?
Yeah,
I mean, the
Well-
river looks small in this part.
that
Yeah,
makes
let's
They
sense.
can ask to like.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Well, only one way to find out, I guess.
All right. We're here to ask or make a proposition to your lord.
We're
yell at
listening.
We need to get across the river. It seems your master is a master of chains. So, for a soul coin, we're willing to, or is he? He will create a path for us to cross the river.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Those chains, you're not going to be able to drive over a bunch of chains. Plus, I don't know if you know this, but chains sink in water.
Is there a way across the river?
Maybe. Maybe for a soul coin, we'll tell you where you can go across the river.
What do you think, guys?
Well, it's better than trying to figure out how or where to.
Driving up and down the road.
Yeah, driving up and
driving.
down,
Makes
yeah.
sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We accept that offer.
All right, one of the bearded devils will slowly approach, and he won't come right up to you, but kind of look at you expectantly, like he's expecting payment.
I'll flip him a soul coin.
All right. Let's see. A little further down the river is a place called the Stygian Dock. It's where, well, assuming that a big flying fortress isn't docked over there, you guys could probably approach it and talk to the horned devil that runs it. His name is Basilstein. Here, get this out to you.
You're telling me he's telling us to head to the same spot that we're already heading to?
Well, at least he gave us somebody to talk to.
Well, he
Yeah, I
also
guess.
gave us. He also kind of gave us. There's no fortress. I guess the fortress docks there.
It's a flying fortress. Do we know what a flying fortress is?
I never seen one before.
I mean, you guys have never had any reason to know what a flying fortress is, but you would assume from the name that it's a fortress that can fly. Other than that, you don't really have any context to know.
Top-notch detectoring.
Alright.
But yeah, he says, if you say that that Lord Zatir sent you, they probably won't kill you on sight.
Lord Zatir. Okay.
Lord Zatir. Okay.
And that's, their big boss up here. So, I could actually change this, you guys would.
We good here?
Yeah, I guess we're good.
There you go. He's Lord Zatir. And he walks back over here. And they kind of climb back up, but resume their place. And it looks like he has continued the whole time. It looks like Lord Zatir has not seen you, or basically not even noticed your presence. But you guys do get the idea that, at least here, you guys have discovered what you would assume, looking at your map, to be the location called the Sundered Chains. So here, let's go ahead and put this. You guys are now aware of a small group of devils that are there that seem to be reasonable. And what would you like to do now?
Well, I guess we'll ride towards Deaglin Docks. Whatever that place is called.
Okay. You guys continue to follow the river up for about another 6 hours.
Okay.
Before you see what looks to be these two large metal. The best I can describe them is that they're like metal structures that come up out of the river Styx and form some sort of. It looks like a two-pronged metal structure that is meant to allow something to sit atop it. I guess there's no point in me trying to describe it when I have a picture of it here. 1 second. Now, it is currently void of anything in between. So the large metal structure there is actually not there. So you guys just see the two large prongs that seem to come out of each cliff face, and then actually it's a bit of a dip down below before you see the river Styx down below.
Would we estimate in terms of how far? Like, are they connected?
Currently, no. They're two open, what look like holders at the top. So you imagine this is where the fortress would go if it was here.
Gotcha.
But the more you look at it, the more that you realize it looks like it could be a bridge. It's just not currently in a position where it could act as a bridge.
Okay, so it's not a draw. It's the drawbridge is up.
Yes. And it looks like it functions as a dock for this and as a bridge.
Looking
Hell
at
yeah.
it, is there a like how is it something we can only walk across, or are we going to be able to get our vehicles across?
It's pretty
here?
large. It's
Okay.
It's roughly you would guesstimate it's roughly 50 to 60 feet wide and 300 to 400 feet long. It's this is a very large gap. Like as you've started to drive along, the river stayed below, but you've slowly started to go up a hill to the point where it looks like the cliffs have formed on each side that are you as you drive a little closer just to look over. It looks to be about 200 feet down at this point as you've slowly risen over the last several miles. But the river is still down below.
Right then, I guess we should go see person who's in charge.
But yeah, a massive iron structure that appears to be a pair of docking arms straddles the river Styx and extends out over it. Hardy clamps, chains, and bars are fixed to the docking arms to lash large vehicles between them. As you guys approach, you see this in more detail. And you see there appears to be a small group. You see small groups of barbed devils, which of course you guys are very familiar with, but I'll show you them again. You see them in groups of 3, kind of patrolling the area as you guys start to drive up. Because you're in a war machine, they don't pay too much attention. They don't pay you too much mind. But they are. But as you pass, they do start to slowly make their way towards the dock. Not like running after you, but it's kind of like they're just making their way over there. As you drive up to the end of the dock, where you would try to drive onto it, you do see a rather large horned devil, which before you have only seen really one of these. It was the form that Thievius Craig had taken. What would you guys like to do?
Is our spokesperson here?
I guess I will. So, we're here to talk to Basilstein about crossing the river.
Yes, well, that would be me. I am Blazelstein at your service. The operator of the Stygian dock.
Did you write the name of the Lord?
I'll message him. Lord Zatir.
Oh, Lord Zatir. Okay.
Yeah, I've got it down there in the chat.
Okay. Where?
Oh no, I didn't put that there. Yeah, you're right. Lord Zatir.
All right. Lord Zatir has sent us to cross the river.
For what purpose?
We're going to Harriman's Hill.
And I suppose that you want to use our bridge to get your large machines across?
Yes.
Mundo, buddy.
This could be facilitated. But
All right.
no one passes the bridge without enacting the toll. So I'm sure you're aware. It just so happens that I have been looking for some volunteers to endeavor in a bit of an experiment that I'm conducting.
Type of experiment.
He walks you over to what looks to be a small workshop. It's not too far off the docks, only a few hundred feet. And he reveals what looks to be he takes you over to a rusty barge that's anchored down on the river Styx. It's a little bit of a pathway that goes down off the cliffs, and he actually just leaps and flies down there, but he waits patiently down next to the actual river itself for you all to kind of make your way down there. And it's a pretty easy to walk path. You would imagine the Horned Devils need a way to get down here, but it is very close to the river. And hanging from the barge looks to be some sort of loading crane, and it's held. There's a rusty crane, a rusty chain that looks to be about 10 feet long, and 10. Let's see. Hanging from the barge's loading crane by a rusty chain is a 10-foot diameter spherical diving bell made of iron and glass. You see suction tubes that protrude from the diving bell's lower hemisphere, and they look kind of like flimsy arms. Though they're mechanical, they don't actually look like arms. But he says, this is an invention that I've been working on to try to collect souls from the river Styx. And he kind of knocks on the side of it, and you hear this large metallic, like ping, like as he knocks on it. It says it's completely air and watertight when it's closed, but I need someone to operate it. None of us devils can really fit in there very well.
Then you want one of us to go and try to catch souls from the river?
Well, specifically, I'd like to lower you to the bottom of the river Styx so that you can acquire what are essentially the best souls. They're called silted souls.
Why are they called silted souls?
Well, because they're the furthest down, and that's where all the silt is.
Is there can I do I want to make sure I can feel okay about this in my conscience. Is there anything can I do an Arcana check? Or anything more I could to figure out or ask Lulu about? No. What are we signing up for here? Morality sense.
Sure. Well, you can either have it, if you want to have a discussion with Lulu, you could definitely talk to her about it, or if you want to try to recall your personal information on what's going on, then that would be a religion check.
Religion check. I'll try a religion check first. Oh. So I'll ask Lulu.
Yeah, just
I can't remember anything.
The base of what you know is that when devils die, their souls are returned into the river Styx, and then eventually, and then what you know is that the lowest level of devil is a Lemur, and they are created and crawl out of the river Styx. You're not quite sure how that connection happens, but you would assume that this is something to do with that.
All right. I'll message Lulu. Lulu, are you okay with this? Is this? I'm out of my. This is a whole new realm to me. I'm not sure what to feel okay or not feel okay about.
Well, it's not really. Doesn't really seem any worse than utilizing the souls of the damned to power the war machines.
Yeah.
And I guess if it secures our passage across the bridge, then that could be good, I guess. And he says, I can see that you're all a little trepidatious, and I understand. This is a bit much for mortal souls to understand, so perhaps I can sweeten the deal a little bit. And he produces a soul coin. He says, if multiple of you would go down to utilize this, there are 4 stations within the Divining Bell. Whoever gets the most, I'll give a soul coin to.
All right. Well, if this is what we need,
Gas money. So
are we good?
Hashtag gas
do
token.
Gas token. Well,
I'll do it. I mean, it's nobody rides for free, so let's do this.
I have a question.
Mateo would also volunteer to go in if you guys would like.
Is there any kind of a certain skill that would be better suited to do this, or the risks that we should be aware of before any of us go down?
It should be perfectly safe. Just I mean, you're all aware that mortals don't mix with the actual river Styx water, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are aware of that.
Well, as long as the bell is securely tightened and closed before we lower you in, everything should be fine. There's roughly an hour's worth of air in the space. So if there's 4 of you in there, then that's about 15 minutes. So I'll lower you down, and I'll leave it at the bottom for about 10 minutes, and then I'll bring you up, and that should be plenty of time. Shouldn't take more than 10 or 20 seconds to lower you to the bottom, and about the same to bring you up.
All right.
And
Jar, how you
I
wanna do
suppose
this?
the better you are at handling the controls, the better you'll be at collecting the souls.
Mateo, you're on the controls.
I totally didn't mean for that to rhyme.
all right. Then I think I look at Ezra. I think it's better if you go. I'm not that dexterous as I wish
Sure.
I'll be.
I'll
stay here. Keep an eye out. And
But-
Harry.
Me and Lulu.
No, yeah. Well, I'll stay here with Lulu and Harry.
Yeah.
Harry will agree, right?
Sure, Harry would do it if you'd like him to.
No, and Kami, you think Harry would do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry would do it.
Sure, yeah. All right, so he opens up the top hatch, and well, first he actually uses the crane to bring it back to this little dock area that's down below. And you guys, by the way, you look up and you can see this massive metal structure that is above you. A little daunting, but it's not directly below it. It's a little bit off to the side, below it. He puts this divining bell down onto the dock, and you guys are all able to climb up into it. And there are a station in each corner of the bell, so you guys are all as you all sit down, you're all back to back, and there's a little. The whole thing is kind of made of glass. So the whole sphere is fairly translucent, and he goes ahead and seals the top, and you guys feel pretty confident that it's both airtight and watertight. You then feel the bell being raised up and moved over the water, and then you guys get dropped down into the river. And as you start to float down towards the bottom, you do see, let's see. You do see that the water itself is red, even from below. But as you look up, it's not it's not completely opaque. You know, you can sort of still see through it. As you go further down, though, it gets more harder and harder to see the light protruding above. And you would estimate you go down probably about 30 or 40 feet before you touch down on the bottom. And as you guys are looking around, as the water flows by, you do see these sort of ghastly, ghostly figures that seem to be flowing through the river Styx, and you would assume that these are the souls. But as you get to the bottom, you are able to start attempting to capture these souls if you would like.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, this is going to be 10 rounds. And for each of these, to capture a soul is a dexterity check.
Right.
So let's see. We'll do one at a time. So I need Mateos, and I need Harry's. And it is, in order to use it to capture a soul, let's see, the DC, what is the DC?
Should I do 10? 6?
Yes. So, you would notice, by the way, there are what seem to be thousands upon thousands of souls.
Well, that's a good set of rolls there.
All right. So all of your left, well, yeah, all of your left scores. Just go ahead and add them up.
Okay.
Good.
And what I'll have everyone else do, I'm gonna do that for you because I didn't say so beforehand, Tim. But for everybody else, go ahead and roll it 5 times and just add up both the numbers, and we'll see who gets the most.
Holy
Nice.
shit! Damn! Really?
Jeez, dude.
Israel.
What a mix.
Oh, those are saves, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's what I thought it was.
So, what is your dexterity saving bonus?
4?
4.
The heck?
Okay, and what's your regular dexterity bonus?
3.
So
Yeah, no, I.
just add that all up and then minus 10. Yeah,
Okay.
but we'll do Harry's.
Okay, but mine were right. Well, mine were okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, because yours was just an actual dexterity check.
Gotcha. Okay.
pretty good, Mateo.
All right, I'm 153.
140. For Mateo 1. We didn't actually.
130 for Harry.
So beat Harry.
$165 for Mateo.
Typical.
Thinking Mateo, man.
Well, he had a +5 to all of his checks. It's pretty good. These young kids are, extra good at
They're
video
more
games.
spry. I'm 270. I'm getting got a crook in my step.
So after 10 minutes, you guys start to feel the bell rising back up to the top. And as you guys climb out, you can see that what you hadn't noticed before was at the bottom of it, there appears to be 4 different tanks that are attached to the underbelly of the they call it a bathysphere. Let's see. But basically, it's a diving bell. And you can see the souls kind of swirling inside, captured. It's an interesting sight, but he looks through and counts each one and says, "The youngest one amongst you. Well done," and hands Mateo the soul coin. So you all did fine work. So let's see. Mateo's got 2 soul coins now. In fact, you did well enough that I will lower the bridge for you now, and the next time you return, I'll allow you to cross once more. Unless there's anything else you require.
No, I don't think that. I think just crossing the bridge is all.
Very well. And he would fly back up to the top, and he would, kind of motion for you all to return. So you guys would all start climbing, and you would start to see the 2 sides of the dock above start to shift downward. The docking portions at the end would actually fold in, and the rest of it actually would just lower to fit across and make a bridge. So you guys would be able to drive across, assuming that's what you want to do.
I think that's what we want to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine. We'll just cross it.
Okay.
Guess we made it to the other side, boys.
You did indeed. All right, so where would you guys like to go now?
Arm as hell, I guess. They told us to stay away from Bell's Forge. Dangerous. At least the last time I heard.
So you guys actually see a little bit of a road start to form. It goes kind of along the river Styx, but a little ways away from it. So you guys start to drive up the road, and you go probably
dirt road, asphalt. concrete?
No, it's a dirt road, but you can tell it's
Okay.
been well traveled,
Okay.
leading up to this hill at the top, and you see more and more of these small trees start to sprout. Um, they're not really
Live?
trees that are made of wood necessarily. Um, they look like they're more wrought iron trees. And as you guys start to drive more and more up the hill, you see that they're actually some of these trees are not some of these wrought iron trees are not empty, but rather appear to house um, what look to be anguished knights that are impaled on the tree's metal branches, their bodies writhing in torment as bloated sturges feast on their blood.
What the heck?
We hate Sturges.
You do hate
Yeah,
Sturges.
they're annoying.
Could we can we ask Lulu if like, I mean, these are angels? Or
No, they're not angels. These look to be. These look to be some of the souls of the knights that betrayed Zariel. These look to be some of the souls of the ones that that didn't go through that retreated through the portal.
are they redeemable? Nobody deserves to have a weird bat mosquito
I
thing.
agree.
Well, well, before we start making judgment, I think we should not antagonize the person who's able to put these people like that. By by getting these individuals off the trees. Also, there's a bunch of Sturges. I hate Sturges.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight them. I don't
Oh.
want to fight Sturges. They're annoying. If
I
they attack us, it's a different question. Let's not try to provoke.
I don't feel good about just walking by these guys.
Yeah.
As you start to look closer, you see that the each one has the name of the or each tree has written on a post on the tree the name of the person that's pinned there and their crime. And you notice a common theme, which is pretty much all of these have written on it deserter.
Deserter.
I mean, for Tim, that is a very severe and like that is like that crime goes against his like whole personality. Like, but at the same time, he also thinks that punishment should meet the crime, and eternal punishment is something that is just like anathema to him. So,
Well,
with the team's permission, he's gonna intervene.
what you would notice is that there have been you don't really have a whole lot of context, but as you start to think that thought of just crime for just punishment, you would have noticed you passed a lot of trees before you started to actually see people that were still hung up here. So you would assume that there's probably been more that are no longer hanging.
Ah, so someone has already begun rescuing these people.
Or they had served out their sentence.
That's
So,
logical, but Tim is not necessarily.
If I see somebody being tortured, I feel like I gotta intervene.
Yeah.
All right.
Ojar is more like it's none of our business.
Lulu,
He's like,
and that's okay. You can hang back if you want to. That's perfectly all right. All right.
Well, the problem
Let's.
is the person who placed them here. You know,
I want to hear
do
Lulu's
we, do
perspective.
we really want to? Let's say the person who placed them here was a well, it was right or not it was, but let's say the person who placed them here was a powerful devil that thought it was just for them to be like that, and taking them off of mercy. I don't think would please like. Well, I don't want to please the devil, but at the same time, I don't want to antagonize an individual that we.
Buddy, it's just gonna take about 5 minutes. Come on, like, if you're scared of the weird mosquito critters, then that's perfectly all right with us. Um, all right, Ezra, let's go.
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay. Well, you guys are on the map, so I'm assuming you're parking your respective um, war machines, and you can go ahead and move about the map as you'd like. Each one of these trees with all the sturges around it have one or more of these souls that look like they are stuck upon the trees.
And those are the sturges around him?
Yeah, the sturges. And most of them are not currently feeding on them, but they look bloated, as that they're full.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, you hear one call out, and you look, and one of the sturges are feeding upon them.
So I'm gonna gesture to this tree to the north. I think we can start off with the smallest one and kind of go from there and see what happens. Right, like if there's something else, see if the others respond. If they all flock at us, we can run away. But I'm gonna get out my bow and
Hey, put us in the line. If you're gonna fight them, you should. If you two are willing to fight them, then let's move out of the way.
Where are we on the map? Let's see us on the map yet. That's a lot of sturges.
Yeah, you guys are on the bottom right.
do you want to move up here? Just far right hand side.
There we go. Okay, sorry. Couldn't find it.
I know, it's a big map.
This is a big map. Wow. All right. So you're suggesting we start with the one right above us?
Yeah, I'm saying we should park our vehicles here because we don't have to. They're going to be flying around and stuff. So
We could retreat inside our vehicles and at least have a little cover if.
yeah, exactly. So if we just do it here, and also the others as they want. I mean, Lulu's got the scorching ray ability. She's also got she's on the harpoon. So, but I'm kind of basically we're just gonna drive up to this vehicle, drive up to this tree here, and I'm planning to start off with these guys.
Okay.
Although before that, I'm just gonna stay in the vehicle. I'm not gonna take apart this. I'm like, there's no reason for us to. I don't.
Okay. Oljar.
Ojar is like.
Well, Lulu would do the same, but she would say that she would help you guys if you wanted it, just to let her know.
Okay.
And I'll let you guys decide what Harry does. Mateo would also do what you guys want to do.
All right. Well, I guess we'll roll initiative. I'm planning on attacking. I think Harry would.
Attacking what?
A sturge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sturge is here on this tree.
All right. Well, then let's go ahead and roll initiative. Because the sturges are not surprised; they're all looking at you.
Yep. I get the best initiative. All right.
But yeah, I guess Harry would join you in that. As would Mateo.
Go Mateo.
And do you want Lulu to also attack the Sturgis?
Yeah, with the harpoon, I guess. Also, it's just hilarious.
Her supporting role or whatever she needs to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing some fun juggling tonight.
What?
Clearly her heart isn't in it. Let's see. Mateo is going to have a higher dex than Ezra. So as you start to aim towards the Sturges, they all four of these ones kind of react and will fly out, and we'll say that, first of all, this should be to the back. These two Sturges will fly over and attack Ezra, and these two will fly over and attack Tim. So, 2 on Ezra.
Got it.
All right, you take 14 piercing,
Wow.
and they're both now attached to you.
Jeez.
The other two.
And old Jar isn't
attack
gonna
Tim.
help you.
15, 19.
The first one misses, the second one hits.
Okay. 8 piercing, and it is now attached to you. 1. The other one is flapping, still trying to latch on. So with that, Mateo will try to shoot 2 that are on Ezra. Yep, that hits.
Of course.
And that one also hits, and they have basically no health, so yeah, they're both dead. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Sturge, there we go. There's too much overlapping going on over here. And Ezra.
So there's one attached Tim and one that's just free floating
Flapping
out there
around.
at this point.
Yep.
Correct. Great. I'll jump over and attack the one that's attached.
Okay.
Quite tell if I'm
Sure. Yeah, you're in range of both
up
of them.
there. All right.
22 hits.
Nice.
Deleted it.
All right. And is the other one within?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 23 hits.
Boom. All right.
All right, those 4 Sturges are gone. Anything else you'd
Okay.
like to do?
I'm gonna just drink one of my potions of healing.
Okay.
The other ones.
Tim?
All right, so I'm going to. We want to clear out some more of these trees, so I'm going to take shots at these ones over here. Sorry, this one. See if I can take out this little cluster. So
before we start on those, I mean, are we able to the person?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get him off of there? What is
Only
his?
one way to find out.
Is the state?
Do you want me to do that, or should I
Do it.
shoot some more? Just given that I'm good at shooting at people.
I mean, right now, is anything else happening?
No.
Oh, okay, so we haven't provoked any of the other groups then. Okay.
You can keep watch, but I'll
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna hop out and start to kind of cautiously approach.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, getting closer.
Yeah, I'll move over there and help you. I guess we have to like basically pull this guy off of spikes.
I'm off.
So yeah, you guys approach the first one, and this seems like one of the more ornate, large trees, but there is only one person on it. And you see that at the top of the name posted on there says Yonder Sunstar.
And his
let's
crime?
see.
A deserter as well.
Um, you see it says desertion leader.
All right. Well,
And he's currently unconscious.
let's get him off of there.
Let's see. A medicine check just stabilizes somebody. It doesn't actually bring him up to 1 hit point.
Sure, you drag him off of the spikes, and as he falls off of the spikes, you see their bodies crumble into dust. But before he does, as he's starting to crumble, he opens his eyes and he looks up and says, "Thank you. I'm sorry." And you hear this booming voice coming from the north. It says, "Who dares interrupt the judgment?"
I'm going to.
Everyone make a. Well, now you don't have to make a perception check. You guys would see this coming in. Let's see. That is.
Ojar in his mind is like, I freaking fucking knew it.
I'm gonna yell back. Those who believe that justice is not just without mercy.
Use my second wind here while we're chatting.
Hey, but we reduced the mosquito population of the Florida of Forgotten Realms.
What you mean of Avernus? We're not in the Forgotten Realms anymore.
Forgotten Realms is a.
Oh yeah, it's the universe, right? Or not the universe? Is it the world or the planet? What do you call it? Well, is Avernus in the same plane as the Forgotten Realms? Or is it a different world in general? I honestly don't know.
No, a different plane of existence. Yeah.
Oh, but same, like, you can say. Like,
So you guys have seen actually this creature once before, as you guys had crossed the bridge in El Terrell. You had seen one of these creatures that approached, and you were able to escape it. But you see, what looks to be a metal-clad devilish warrior that rides in on a nightmare. She would know as a hellish horse that can fly. And you see him flying in, and as he lands, all of the tortured souls that are on these trees wail in horror. And Lulu would look up and say, "Oh no, Haramon, he's not as I remember him."
Saruman.
All right, and since you guys kind of disrupted the initiative a little bit, and the whole situation has changed, I'll go ahead and have you guys roll initiative again.
Well, I kind of now feel that I have to intervene because
Exactly.
it's like, well, you guys fucked up. So
That's part of it, yeah. Oh, not Tim. Harrydo. And Lulu. There you go. Lulu got a much better initiative this time.
nice. She got a natural 20.
Yeah.
1 last time.
It'll be nice if you're able to talk him down, Lulu.
We should really run this guy over.
He can fly.
That's what the wrecking ball is for.
Oh.
Oh man.
All right. So Mateo will start by taking 2 shots at this gentleman. One of them hit
Yikes! 17 to the hit.
for 11 damage. Huh, why isn't the health bubble working? Oh, I see. I know health bubble. That's weird.
Kill him?
He's immortal. He cannot kill him. For
I'm
he
gonna,
has no
I'm
health
gonna
bubble.
unfortunately try refreshing to see if that helps. I do have one other idea on how to fix that, though. That does not work. Which it is not working. Let me go ahead and reset the script real quick. So I think that's probably what's going on here. Script is no longer working. All right, let's see if this works any better now. If it'll all even load.
Really want to give us a
There
challenge.
we go.
You activate all the restrictions at the same time as well.
Okay. So yeah, he takes that arrow, but honestly, it doesn't really seem to bother him much. Lulu is going to go ahead and turn around and use the... Let's see, what's the range on Scorching Ray? 120. Sure. She'll use Scorching Ray. Let's see what I'm doing. And if I am correct, then that does not seem to bother him at all. Two of them strike and one goes wide, but it doesn't seem to bother him in the least.
You mean the guy who is like on a flaming horse is not bothered by fire damage?
I know. Weird, huh?
I was gonna tell her to not do that, but seems reasonable.
All right.
Right.
Harry is going to go ahead and, unless you guys have anything else in particular that you want him to do, from this distance, let's see, would he? I mean, I guess he would probably want to cast a spell of some kind.
What would Harry do at this point right now?
Maybe a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Lightning
Yeah.
bolt seems good.
Okay.
This will be able to hit both the horse and the rider, right?
I think it's actually casted at a 5th level with the staff. Let me make sure I'm right on that. Magic item. Staff of Power. Yep, Lightning Bolt. 5th level version. Takes away 5 from staff charges.
2 ones.
Oof. Yeah, great upcast. Alright, so that is 27 damage, and that hits both him and the Nightmare. Whoops. Let's go ahead and make sure we're not whispering those rolls. He passes and takes 13 damage. And the Nightmare fails and takes all 27. Alright. So that's Harry's turn. So Harriman will go ahead and fly, and the Nightmare has 90 feet of flying speed. He's going to go directly after the two that had freed somebody off of the tree. And you see him wielding a large lance that appears to be made of magical fire.
Ooh.
First of all, as he flies in, he will use his terrifying command. So everybody over here needs to make a DC 17 charisma saving throw.
That does not look hopeful.
Where? He is, or
Everybody over here.
God damn it.
Now Harry passes.
oh, okay. 6. Yep. Personal save's not my best. 14.
This is so absurd.
Mateo fails.
So all I can do is run away, right?
And Lulu fails. You don't have to run away, but when you are feared, you cannot willingly move closer to the target, and you have disadvantage on all attacks while you are within line of sight of the creature that you're scared of.
Gotcha.
You do get to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns,
Oh,
and
okay.
once you are once you succeed, you are immune to it for 24 hours.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a one-time thing for him.
Oh, okay.
But he will go ahead and then make 3 attacks with his Hellfire Lance. We'll go ahead and put 1 on Ezra and 2 on Tim.
Oh no.
Alright, so 18 damage. 18 damage to you, Ezra.
Oh no.
31, 42, 69. Nice.
What?
69 damage to you, Tim.
69.
Well, I'm down. Not enough. I mean, I was at 53, so we're not like getting close to like insta kill, but
Yeah, you don't die from it, which is the effect that is listed there. It's not when you're knocked unconscious. It's if you are killed by the lance. All right, Oljar.
All right. I guess I am feared, so I think I'll be finally be able to use these babies. I'll use the lightning javelin,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to speak the words when I throw it, or let me post it. I guess this will be the line I'm doing. I'm actually aiming for the horse.
Okay.
Okay. So
DC 13 dex saving throw.
okay.
It passes.
Jeez.
All right.
But go ahead and roll to hit with it.
All right.
Because, I mean, it really only
21?
is if it's in a line. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And it will be no rage, but you know.
Yeah, 25. It's looking pretty rough.
This is not looking good.
All right. I'll have 2 javelins, so I'll throw my other one,
Okay.
kill the horse.
and
If
I
we
guess I'll
kill
do
the
the same
horse.
thing. I'll
First round.
By the way, you do have disadvantage because you can see Haruman. But
Okay.
16 still hit the
Okay,
nightmare.
ooh 12.
12 misses, however.
Okay.
Okay.
And
See,
that
now,
that will end my turn.
when do we roll to another charisma check? You roll
Oh.
it now?
At the
Yeah.
end of your turn. So yeah, go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw. DC 17.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a death save.
Yeah, but if you want to roll it, then you have to type /GM roll, and then you put a space, and then you put D20.
Oh, there's a button for death save, but
Right, but I want you to roll it only to me. I don't want you to roll it for everybody else.
oh, sorry.
I'm
slash
okay.
GM.
I'm okay if you and I see it, and if you want to roll it and you want fate in your own hands, I'm good with that. But I just don't want everyone else to know it.
/GM.
/GM roll, space, D20. Okay, noted. And Ezra.
Oof. Goodness, guys.
I guess I don't get to do a charisma roll while I'm dead.
I will rule that you are no longer feared by him because you have gone unconscious.
I can't get any more afraid.
What else can he do to me?
Yeah.
Right. Is he holding the bad guy? He's holding something?
Yeah, a Hellfire Lance.
All right. Is he within range? Right. Oh, I'm at disadvantage though too.
True. Yeah, you are afraid of him currently.
All right.
Which makes sense. He's a pretty terrifying creature, and he did just swoop down and completely destroy Tim.
Yeah. We're gonna die here. Well, I'll leave it up to Lulu if she thinks we should try to reason with this guy or not. You know what? I will go ahead and take a swing at him.
Him or the horse?
Him.
20.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that a hit?
20 just hits.
Okay. I'm going to expend a superiority die, disarming attack.
Okay.
To see if I can make him drop it. So let's see here. Here's the damage, 9 damage. I'll put it in the. Hit a creature with weapon attack. Disarm the target. A strength saving throw.
What's your DC?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
What would my strength see?
You would have rolled a d8 since that's your superiority die, and then added it to 9, so it would have been a DC 17.
Ah, nice.
Well, that is unfortunate.
That was actually pretty close. I mean, like.
All right, well,
25. I would not consider close.
No. I mean, like, if he, there are
Oh.
lots of other numbers he could have gotten that wouldn't have been that high.
Yeah, 24 hits.
I'm at disadvantage though, right?
Yes, you're right. 12 misses.
We'll go ahead and action surge and try it again. We're desperate.
19 just misses.
Really?
You got superiority die. But
Not for a
Only
2
use
hit
them?
though.
Oh,
Like I can't just add it to my to hit.
That's correct, though, yes. His AC is 20.
oh, okay, yeah. I mean, for range attacks, I got the.
So yeah, you do slash, and you do make connection, Ezra. But you see, this is a heavily armored devil, and your slash just doesn't get through his armor.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, 1, 2. Gee whiz, this is not going good.
Nope. But at the end of your
3,
turn, you can go ahead and make a
4.
wisdom saving throw. Oh, you're action surging. Okay.
Yeah, I action surged.
No, both of those miss.
For my bonus. Doggone.
Nope, 18 misses. You're shaken currently from this creature.
Yeah.
And, not only that you felt like it was a pretty hardy hit to try to disarm it, but the fact that the creature held on to his lance really has you worried. And you look over at Tim, who's just just has 2 large gashes and
Yeah.
charred marks, and yeah, you're having trouble focusing. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Charisma, right?
You're right, charisma. My mistake. Yeah.
Not looking good. Maybe Lulu can bargain for us.
Now,
For
Mateo,
lives.
on the other hand, he is not afraid currently. He passed his save, I believe.
Wait, he did? No, he fell.
Somebody passed it.
It was
Was it
Harry.
Harry. He's the charisma.
Oh, you're right.
charismatic,
You're right.
bard.
Harry's not afraid.
Yeah.
Harry's not smart enough to be afraid. Mateo, though, will go ahead and take. Let's see. This is the time for him to pull out, I think, one of his abilities.
I have this nice mournful music for me as I've dead.
Yeah,
died.
this is not going good.
Harry's missing all the action. Hey, we got wiped out. What?
Yeah, all dead.
So who's gonna
'Cause-
send them the
Because
message?
Tim and I tried to do the right thing. Gee whiz.
Again, yeah, that's always a terrible idea. Doing the right thing is a bad idea.
He's going to use Seeking Arrow. So that is going to allow him to attack without having to actually make an attack roll, but so that I can roll the damage roll, I'll put that in there. And the Harem then has to make a dex save, which he fails.
Seemed like something.
And he gets sneak attack for it as well, because you're chastened.
I'm gonna tell crit. No.
Let's see. So that is going to be 19 damage.
Please turn yellow, please turn yellow, please turn yellow.
Oh,
Fuck.
a light shade of green.
And he'll do that again. So another dex save.
Rit.
He passes
Jeez,
that
birds.
time. So he would take half damage. So 8. And those are his. Oh, that's true. So that's both of his arcane shots. But yeah, he will action surge and he'll just shoot twice more at disadvantage. First one misses. Second one with a 22 does hit though. Does not get Seeking Arrow damage. He just gets the 9. Alright, and Lulu is going to fly over here. Oh, no, wait. She's afraid still. She can't willingly move closer. She will cast Bless. So that'll target Ezra, Harry, and no, actually, Harry, Oljar, and Mateo. Oh, by the way, Mateo gets to make a charisma save at the end of his turn without the D4 from Bless. Oh, I clicked it twice. Whoops. So yeah, the 21 would pass. So yeah, he's no longer afraid. But
You got
Let's
confidence.
revenge me. I know it.
she'll bless. Yeah, she'll still bless Oljar, Mateo, and Ezra. So you all get a D4 to all of your attack rolls and your saving throws
Nice.
for the next minute. She'll actually move back though, because she's afraid of this thing.
Not blessing the dying guy.
Where did our music go?
Cool.
This is sounding about right, though.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, I'm going to hell and Coldplay is there.
All makes sense.
You know, they say don't go to
I
the
had
light.
to have an
The
explanation
light
for why you
is
got on the
cold
radio.
play.
So this is how you got on the radio. All right. Harry will. What will Harry do? I'm gonna have him rinse and repeat with another lightning bolt, I guess. Or maybe a cone of cold.
Yeah.
Gotta reference that staff power again.
Because you can cast Cone of Cold at higher levels, right?
No, it's just 5
Right.
charges for 5. But let's see. Does this have one of those things where if you use all of them, you have to roll to see if it's destroyed?
It's like, yeah, if you roll, isn't that where if you roll 1 on a
Yeah, I'm a 20 or so. I think it's
20,
something like
then
that.
it turns to dust?
But I don't think the Staff of Power is one
Staff
of those.
of Power, right?
Staff of Power has the retributive strike to break it over your knee.
To break it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it has the runs out of power.
Oh no, yeah, it loses all other properties, but yeah. Basically, it's still it's like you roll a d20, and on a 1, you still get your +2 to attack and damage rolls, but lose all other properties. So it's still good.
No, never mind.
Yeah,
It is
yeah.
on there. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20 on a 1. Yeah, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not gonna spend all the charges. But he's only got 5 charges left. So instead, he's just gonna use his regular spell casting, which is I don't know what spells he has versus what the staff has. Well, I know he's got Shatter, so why don't we do a 3rd level Shatter? And he'll do it in a way that it doesn't hit Ezra, but it hits the Nightmare and Harriman. So, DC 15 con save. Wow, the Nightmare just passes. Harriman passes.
Not looking good.
21, so that's going to be 10. So the Nightmare's almost dead. Harriman also takes 10. And then with a bonus action, he'll give a Bardic Inspiration to Ezra.
A dying song. I'm about to get crashed.
And he'll come up here. Is what Harry would do.
Yeah. He'll
What's
try to
his saving
distract
throw
the
to?
hair or something, or the Nightmare.
Oh, Harry's not scared. Forgot.
Right.
No, he's not.
So I guess he'll come up here.
He's like, look at me.
All right.
He will actually
Harriman
bunny
is
hop
still focused on Ezra though because you pulled somebody off the tree. So he's still mad at you. So he is going to he's gonna Hellfire Lance you twice and Harry once.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Yep,
Can Harry
not-
cast shield?
No, not anymore.
He doesn't have that staff anymore.
Yep.
He's got the other
Oh,
staff.
yeah.
It's a good
All right,
staff.
so let's see, 32. Yeah, so you,
Down.
Ezra is unconscious, and Harry. I mean, 23 would hit Harry even with the cloak. So Harry takes 30. That is Harmon's turn, and Oljar.
Can't get close to him, right? So
Correct.
but I can kind of like move in the same.
Yeah, you can move around. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll move like right next to Mateo. That's about the same 20 foot,
Yep.
right? All right. Right here.
Yeah, like you can't go to any of the 15 spaces here, but yeah, you can go to any of the
Everybody's
20
going
spaces.
down, and my fear is controlling me. So I'm gonna use bolstering magic on myself.
Okay.
Try to calm, which gives me basically a D3 to my attack rolls and ability checks. Can I stack this on for bless?
Yeah,
Or is it
it
okay?
would stack with bless. Yes.
Okay. You know, I'm getting ready. I take off I I bring out my morning star, start talking to myself a little. Try and calm myself down, and then
Can I make a save for
I'll.
Lulu? I don't think I made a save.
No, you didn't make a save.
She should have blessed herself. That's okay.
All right, and I guess I'll end my turn.
You don't want to try to attack or anything?
Well, it's an action to use a bolster magic.
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
then at
that's
the
fine.
end of your turn, make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma save. Ooh, I didn't even need. Oh my
Yay.
god.
Yep, you pass. So you are no
You know
longer
what?
afraid as of the end of your turn.
My breathing technique worked, and I'm like, okay, let's do this. Next turn, I'm in.
Tim and Ezra, you can both make death saving throws. So slash GM roll space D20, please.
Slash GM roll. And what is it? D20.
D20. Ezra, don't you get bless? Or was that?
That doesn't work on death saves.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought it did, so. But, I mean, because I didn't get blessed, but.
Yeah.
I thought
So
Ezra might.
saving throws and attack rolls.
Yeah.
So.
sure,
I should-
death saving throw that would count.
Oh, yeah, it's a saving throw, right?
All right.
All right. And Mateo's turn. He has been blessed, so he will attack twice. Disadvantage because he's still afraid. 21
no,
hits
he's not.
though.
He's not afraid.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, you're right. He passed.
He passed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Hey.
but still 14 is still gonna miss even with bless. So, but a 23 hits. He gets sneak attack with Harry there.
Is he not shooting the horse, or? Yeah, I guess the. I don't know if there's
He
a
wants to
utility
shoot
to
the
shoot the
big
horse.
guy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The
Yeah.
big guy is the threat, not the horse.
Okay.
The only damage the horse has been taking is incidental.
Oh, gotcha.
And then I don't think he really has anything for bonus action right now.
Insertion hide. Get advantage on the next one. I guess he does.
He can hide behind the
Yeah, sneak
machine.
attack.
He doesn't.
Be like-
He doesn't have that. He's only a level 1 rogue.
Oh, I thought he was level 2.
Nope. Level 6 fighter, level 1 rogue. All right, Lulu, who is no longer afraid. I think. No, Lulu's
No,
still
she's
afraid.
afraid.
Natural one. That's right. She's even more afraid. Boy, she really wants to get up there and cast some healing spells, but she's just too scared. Still concentrating on bless. I guess she'll move over here, and she'll try to see if she can use one of these scavenger harpoon things. This will be her first time trying to do this. She has disadvantage because she's afraid, not because she's small. But 16 still misses. And with that, it is Harry's turn. He is going to bounce with his bonus action and come over here. And then he is going to cast As a bonus action, he's gonna hex Harriman, and then he will agonizing blast. Why doesn't he have the damage modifier? How dare you, Harry? Hex is 1d6. The 26 hits.
Who was blessed by Lulu initially? Was
That's
myself
three.
and who else?
Harry. Oh no, it's yeah.
Mateo, Ezra, and Oljar.
Okay.
So not Harry. But still, he gets 10 plus the 3 that he gets from his subclass of 13 damage. It's getting more yellow.
3 plus 7 plus 5. 15?
You're right. Every
I'm
little
never
bit
right
helps.
at math, so I was like, what?
Alright, so he will fly up to here. This thing needs to really go to the back. We'll say he's here, though, on his horse.
There's some utility in killing the horse.
I mean, you imagine he probably could have done that without the horse. Actually, you don't imagine anything. You're dead on the floor. Quiet, you. He is going to take one swing at each, actually. He's got 3 attacks. So, first one to Harry.
Of course.
Oh my god.
Second one to Mateo. That hits. Third one to Oljar. So they all hit. This guy is rolling out of his mind right now. 7. Wow, that's a huge fire roll. 20. So 43 damage to Harry. Harry is unconscious. It's going to end up being me versus me, isn't it?
Don't worry.
Oh,
I'll
whoops,
take
I
him
didn't
down.
mean to hit that. Second
Well,
one.
now he's running close for you.
So
and
21
whack him.
fire damage to, or 21 damage to Mateo, and the third one was 7 piercing and 15 fire to you, Oljar. And I don't think you're raging
too.
yet, right? So
No, I'm not raging.
Why are you raging?
Well, I need to calm down first, and then I'll be able to rage.
Okay,
Don't
well,
worry.
that said,
Bonus action rage.
it's your turn. So yeah, go ahead.
Bonus action rage, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
Oh, and Mateo didn't make his save, so he gets this with a D4. Oh yeah, he's good.
No, he already saved last time.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem.
It's Lulu that was still afraid.
Yeah.
Did I make a save
All
for
No,
her?
you
No.
didn't.
So we'll use that roll, and she's got a +6. So yeah, Lulu's no longer afraid.
Okay.
Brave little
Alright,
Avatar.
1d8, what do I do? Number 3. That gives me... I can teleport!
Hey,
So, just to the hell of it,
I see what you did
as a
there.
bonus action. It's like, I'll teleport right behind him.
Okay.
Like, right? And then... I'll attack twice with my Morning Star. So, okay, let me do first and then... At 19, and then plus a D3, right? And a D4.
Yep. So 20 just hits.
And then slash roll D3. So to be 21.
Yep. 21 hits.
All right, and then I'll attack again. Then 11, but why not D4? And then no, I won't make it. Yeah. All right. So the first one, I'll name put my rage. It'll be 16.
All right. Is this sorry? Is your Morning Star magical?
Yes. It's silvered, not magical. Does it still work?
Unfortunately, not. There is a difference there.
Okay.
Silvered overcomes. Silvered is like what lets you overcome the first level of magical resistance. Then
Okay.
magical is the second level, and this is
All right.
well. Actually, wait a minute. I was looking at Lulu's character sheet. Let me look at the actual slashing non-magical items that aren't silvered. So yes, actually, the silver does. So it is a full
Okay.
16.
Yes.
All right.
All right, and that'll be all.
Okay. Tim and Ezra can both roll
What's
me
your,
death saving throws.
Jar, what was your did you use your magic or whatever? Held magic? Oh, bolstering magic is what.
Yeah, that's a D3.
Oh,
and
I
attack
see.
rolls.
I see. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, have like a D4 plus a D3 to any attack rolls.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
That's why when I got the 19, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna pass no matter what. Actually, technically, an 18 will pass no matter
Yeah.
what.
Mateo's gonna pull out his hand axe and try to slash twice. Actually, does he have two of those or one of those? Just one. Okay, yeah. So he's gonna try to slash twice at this thing.
Doesn't he have a dragon bone? Oh, yeah, he doesn't have it.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Yeah, 20 and 20. So they both just hit. Oh no, actually no, sorry, because the +2 is for ranged. But he's blessed.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
blessed, so he'll
Yeah.
pass. Actually, no. I
Maybe
guess
he
roll.
needs to roll a 2 for each
2.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yes, both of them do hit, and he gets sneak attack on the first. Wait a minute, that's not right.
Oh, a 3?
No, yeah, because he gets dex, not strength for those. So
Oh, okay.
so that'll be an extra 10 damage on top of all that. So 9, 13, so 23 damage.
Does he look like he's hurt now?
He does.
Okay. Hey, we can't see it, that's why. So,
Sorry, here.
Yeah.
all right.
Hey, it's the right
Orangish.
color.
In fact, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to move these just over a little bit. And
Yeah.
also the nightmare I'm going to put here, even though he's riding the nightmare. But there, you can kind of see everything. You guys are fighting on top of the demon grinder, which is kind of funny. Lulu's going to come over here and is going to cast Cure Wounds on Tim. So Tim, you heal to 6 HP, and you have
Hey.
2 points of exhaustion.
2 points of it. Okay, and that's gotcha.
You're still prone, but yeah.
I don't know why it shows me at 61, but
Harry will.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. He's hexed, right?
I
That's
think that
right.
goes away. Doesn't that go away?
Yeah,
When
Harry's no
goes down?
longer. Harry's no longer concentrating on it, so no.
Oh, yeah. Wait. He's not. He lost concentration on it because he got hit. Is that why?
No, yeah, because he's down.
That's right. He's down. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, he's unconscious currently. Okay. He will take 2 swipes at Mateo and 1 at Bolchar.
One attack missed, but the other one critted. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, let's see. Mateo's
At least he
AC
critted me.
is 19. So yeah, so for Mateo, he's going to take 14. And Oljar, 28 piercing, halved to 14.
Okay.
And then 34 fire damage.
As a dragonborn, are you
49.
resistant?
I am literally at 1 HP.
1 HP.
All right. We got this, man. You and me, we're going to kill this fucker.
Use your action surge yet, Tim?
No.
You're
Oljar.
dead. Yeah.
I
Your
am
retort.
pissed.
Yeah.
I will.
You're very mad.
I would take out my two-handed Huey. Actually, is it Huey?
Huey,
Yeah,
Dewey, and Louie?
Huey. Yeah, Huey. Two-handed,
Okay.
and I'll attack recklessly both times.
Okay.
We'll see. One.
Yep,
Oh,
both
good.
of those hit.
And
Call, Oljar.
That is a magical sword, so it goes through. 13. 21. All right.
and because, yes,
Anything else for you?
and ooh, it's shameful to run away, but it's also tactical not to get my,
Sure.
killed the next turn. So
Don't you have a... Oh, man.
I can
Bonus action.
how do you call it?
Teleport?
Move teleport,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna do it. How do you go?
I'll save you. I
You're not
say
running. It's
sitting
tactical
out.
retreat.
It's a tactical retreat. Yeah, I'll move right here.
Okay, narratively, as Harriman tries to retort by swinging once more, you teleport away, and it swings right to where you were.
Yeah.
Tim.
I am going to shoot him many, many times.
Okay.
So my fear is gone. I have gotten very close to death. I am going to take a shot. And I'm going to add for the first roll, I'm going to add a superiority die. So I'm just going to, D8, but they'll hit.
Okay.
So, and then let's go make sure everything's tagged for that. I guess I'll get sneak attack since he's next to Mateo for the first shot. Okay. Okay, so 12 on the first one.
Okay.
Turn it off for the others. Let's go again. That's going to miss.
14 misses.
I'm going to go ahead and use another, let's see, 14. No, I couldn't. I'm going to go ahead and roll another. I'm going to go and use a superiority die on that one.
Okay.
Has to get...
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Huge.
gosh. Oh, my
Yeah, 22 hits.
Like, I'm not really sure about this, but...
There you go. There you go.
So it also adds it to the damage, right? So it's 21 damage.
I'm actually not sure about that. Sorry, let me double check.
Probably not both.
It's actually not clear. I don't think so.
No.
I think it's just to attack. So
Okay.
that would be awesome. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and do 2 more attacks. And
Action surge.
yes, I am. That's going to miss.
Sharpshooter. This one.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yep, the 27 definitely hits. 29, actually.
There you go.
For
There's
just 17,
damage.
but yes. Doesn't get the crit, but he's looking pretty rough.
Oh God, that was it's just that one. If the other attack had gone through, God. Let's see. So and then as a bonus action, can I use like a second wind.
Yeah, you can second
So-
wind. Yeah.
Oh, second wind. That's 1d10 plus 5. Oh, come on. So 7 more. And then can I use a bonus? I guess second wind isn't a bonus action.
Second wind is a bonus action.
Okay. Well, that's
It's action surge that is not anything like that.
gotcha. Okay. With that, I think that's all I can do.
That was a good turn, Tim. That was a good
Ezra,
turn.
roll a
Oh.
death save.
Oh fuck! I should have healed you. I'm so sorry.
Do you keep rolling death saves?
Yeah, until you get to either 3 successes or 3 fails.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, wait, it's GM roll.
Yeah, /GM roll space D20.
Roll.
If you want, you can put in +4 because you're still blessed.
Okay, I'll do the first one. You know.
Oh. Okay. All right, so Mateo will slash at him twice.
There you go. Oh my god. There's those
But there's no one else around, so he does not get sneak attack. But he will do, not the 6, but 22, 25 damage.
Oh my god! I didn't know that.
What the heck?
I thought I was so close, but I was not.
And he will also second wind. It's a bonus
Hmm.
action. Wow, he also got a 2. Nice. So
Do
that's
we have
8.
like good potions in our inventories?
Good point.
I mean,
Oh yeah, that would have been a good. That would have been much better. But that's an action, right?
That's in whole action. Not,
okay.
Is that a bonus action? Is that to drink it's a bonus. To give it to someone is an action.
right. Just saying, one of those
Which
hypo
I know
healing
I'm gonna
potions
do
would be.
next
Lulu will come over and will cast Cure Wounds on Ezra
Oh.
for 10 health.
Oh, Lulu.
And
So nice.
Ezra, you awaken with 1 level of exhaustion. Harry will make a death save.
Yeesh.
Wow, and he wakes up at the beginning of his turn with 1 health. He rolled a natural 20.
That's our Harry.
And he gains 1 level of exhaustion as well. Let's see. I believe he was already at 1.
Yeah, he was already at 1.
So yeah, now he's at 2 levels of exhaustion. But
No, we took a long rest, right?
he will use half of his movement to stand. I don't know. He will use his bonus action to bounce away. And he will cast Agonizing Blast.
Nice.
Let's go, Harry. Oh my gosh.
He's got to
He
be
no
close.
longer has Hex, but he gets +3 to the damage.
Yep. 10. Come on.
But now it's
I'm like, my tail went up.
Anyone want to guess how much HP he has left?
3.
10.
10
20.
is correct. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
What?
And you know what was funny? He was about to use this.
What? No way.
Like it's literally next to the turn order. So if Harry doesn't get a
Same.
natural 20 on his death saving throw, stand up and hit exactly the
That
amount
is-
of HP he
that
needs.
is so
He was going to
PPK.
heal for 100.
You wouldn't have done that to
You
us,
guys
would
were all
you?
you guys were all up. That's his action. So you guys still would have all had one more round to wail on him. You might have done 100 damage, but yeah,
Oh
Holy
my
cow.
god.
just above the table for a moment, just for context sake.
Kill
Wow.
the horse. I just want to kill everything.
Oh, the horse disappears as soon as.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
all of Harmon actually starts to disintegrate as he dies, as you've seen all the devils do. He only actually leaves one thing behind. And no, it is not his Hellfire Lance. Sorry. You see a small set of spurs that he leaves on the ground.
I'm not very excited.
And I think that's a good place for us to go ahead and take a break.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Mad Maggie would give us a lot of soul coins for that, I think, though.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
That is a legendary item.
Wow.
See, it all worked out fine. I knew it all.
Oh my god! Honestly, that was close, bro. That was holy shit.
Okay. All right, Ezra,
I
let's stay
think
together.
Ojar is
You're
gonna
right, Ojar.
really like tell you guys, hey, this is hell. These people probably deserve to be down here, except for Elturel. So don't
All
do
right,
it.
Ezra, are
Don't-
you ready to go get the rest of the
Go get the next
Sturges?
guy.
So what I'll say is that, narratively speaking, if you guys want to release all of these souls from these trees, you can do that. And I'll just say that you guys can kill the Sturges. You'll take some damage, but narratively, I imagine you guys would rest first, heal up, and then do this, and then the Sturges are not actually a threat to you when you guys come in, fully healed.
Ojar does not want to get attacked by another Nazgul, so he's gonna be very insistent that we'll take nobody else down.
Hmm.
And we'll talk to, and then we need to talk about basically Haruman and Lulu's,
Maybe
Right, well,
Lulu would advise us that was the bad guy for the whole area, so we can take the other ones. What if Lulu says?
Well, no, remember, she knew this guy because she was, it was as Ezreal's like right hand or lieutenant or something.
Yeah, number one
Um,
lieutenant. Yes.
Yeah,
Just mean that she could speak. Maybe she could
Yeah.
speak authoritatively to. No, you guys are okay. That was the bad guy. So if you want to take the other ones down, you can. Thing.
Well, I think for Ojar is mostly like all these people deserve to be down here,
Oh.
so don't take pity on them.
Oh.
That's Ojar's, and also don't piss off other people.
Well, we'll figure that out when we come back from our break. I will be right back.
Be right back.
All right. Whew, that was a good fight, though. Holy shit.
Yikes.
Honestly, I was think like I wanted to take down the nightmare, so then Mateo could just drive the demon grinder and just like run Haruman over. That was basically my idea. Because I think the demon grinder is pretty good at attacking. Yeah. Oh, DC 11 decks or take 22.
All right, I'm back.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Scariest fight of the campaign so far, I would say, right?
I'd have to say so.
Yep.
And
How's it going?
3 of us down.
Harry wasn't even here for it.
Yep. He
Bummer.
would have loved it.
I'm sure he would have. All right, well, now that you're all back, I would like all of you to make a perception check as you guys are starting to pick yourselves up and dust yourselves off from this fight. And I'll remind you that anyone that has 1 point of exhaustion, this check is at disadvantage.
This is right after the fight?
Shortly
Just wanna
after,
make
yeah, as
sure.
you guys are kind
Oh,
of
shortly, okay.
taking stock of everything. You guys are picking up those little infernal spurs.
Like, okay, how shortly? Because I think my 10 minutes or
Yeah, natural 1, so he doesn't see anything.
oh, not nat 1. Doesn't matter. I'm too exhausted.
Okay, so with an 18 and with 19 for Mateo, Mateo suddenly turns his head as you guys are all like going back towards the war machines, and like I said, dusting yourselves off from the murky ground that most of you were just laying on briefly. And he looses a couple of shots into the air, and that seem to strike something. And you guys hear this buzzing, this annoyed buzzing sound, as and Ezra, right around that time that you're thinking you want to turn around and ask Lulu about what's going on with these people on the trees and whether or not you should try to help them. You see Lulu is actually currently in the grasp of some flying creature that is currently flying away with her. Let's see.
Can I take a reaction
won't
shot
do.
or try to?
And I believe you had been told about these creatures. A large insectoid-like creature that has Lulu collapsed in its 2 front arms? Whatever you call those.
Trying to eat Lulu.
So, how many of them
Just
are
one.
there? Oh. Can I, like, take a shot at it?
With
Same.
that high of a perception, let's see. 10, Tim, you got a 16. That's pretty good, too.
Wait, who's a 21?
What?
Who's a 21?
That's a
Perception.
natural 1. That was Harry.
Oh, Harry. Oh, okay.
Disadvantage.
The disadvantage.
Oh, okay, yes. Disadvantage.
Yeah, pretty much everybody has 1 point of exhaustion now, except for you and Mateo.
Okay.
But yeah, still, you got a natural 1. Yeah, I'll say I'll give everybody 1 attack, and anybody that's got a range of 600, I'll give 1 regular attack and 1 attack at disadvantage.
Oh, those things are speedy. All right. Well,
You said,
Are we just rolling for it then, or what do we?
So their armor class is 19. So Tim, that first attack misses.
Is that what we're gonna do? Make a second attack?
Yeah, like I said, you can take one more attack at long range, so it'll be a disadvantage. But yeah, it'll be a disadvantage.
Okay, can I use the superiority die on that one? See if I can
Sure.
hit? Okay. So 17. No, that's 20. So
Yeah, 20 would hit. So 25 damage. And Ezra?
How does it work? Can I take 2 shots at it with a bow? I also have guiding bolt.
I'll say you get one. I'll say you get one reaction to strike at it as it's flying away, and at that point it's about 300 feet away. So if you have something that's that long of range, you can make a second attack. But anybody else that rolled lower than you guys just doesn't even know what's going on right away. This is really fast. This thing snaps her up as you guys are starting to walk back towards the thing, and none of you noticed it as it happened. It's only Mateo that noticed it as it was already flying away.
So I'll try a guiding bolt at it then.
All right.
Sorry. I'm on the wrong sheet here.
nice.
23 would hit. So currently you guys are at 25 damage on it.
So I always get confused by this. I'm a level 1 cleric. Can I only cast this at level 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
36 damage. It looks hurt, but it's still flying.
Can we hop in the? I was like, grab in the vehicles. We need to chase it.
Harry's got his broom.
Yeah, Harry does have his brew.
Uh,
He's exhausted. Harry's like 2 levels exhaustion. He's half, right?
Let's see. And the Hell Wasp is going pretty fast. Going about 120 feet around, so it's going faster than you guys could drive your war machines. Plus, it's in the air, so it doesn't have to drive around terrain. It's actually going towards the. Let's see, where is it going?
Mount Bell, whatever.
Well, I'll grab my 2 javelins that I threw, because
It's going mostly west, but it looks like it's going maybe slightly southwest.
okay.
But yeah, it is gone. It has taken Lulu, and it is far enough away that you guys realize, first of all, it's flying over the river Styx, so it's not like you guys can just follow it directly. But yeah, it looks like it has Lulu, and it is gone.
Oh, gone.
Did she get like a contest or strength check?
She is definitely not strong enough to fight off one of those things.
Okay.
Well, Ezra, can you message her?
I think she's out of range.
Oh. Message has a range? I thought it was like everywhere.
No.
You're thinking of sending.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't have any ideas.
Well, chasing her in
Harry
this
on his
condition.
broom.
Yeah, well, I mean, chasing her in this condition we're probably gonna get killed. Just to be honest.
Old Jar, didn't our last encounter teach you that we should always intervene if at all possible?
No, what? If anything, it's taught me that you guys are reckless and
Everything's
fools.
fine.
You almost got yourself killed.
Oh, he did the right thing, so
That was
That.
not the right thing. You don't know if these people, or you don't know how to call it, the punishment that these people deserve.
I can't wait till we get to the big dragon skull place and you just like totally lose your mind and then
Yes.
like we
And
like
it'll
run
be
in
ironic
there.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying we should not go after her. We should. But are you guys in any condition to go right now? Look at yourselves.
Honestly, no, but yes, we're gonna do it anyway because
Look, okay, how about this? As team leader, I'm putting my foot down. I know it sounds harsh, but I almost lost all you guys. And
Is there a tear forming in your eye?
yeah,
Just trying to figure out what that. Does this look like?
Mateo looks at the map and he says, "Well, it looks like it was heading. It almost looks like it was heading in the direction of Fort Knucklebone, but there is a place on this map that is near Fort Knucklebone that's called the Hell's Wasp Nest."
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Thank goodness you're here, Mateo.
I know.
Golly.
he's like the only person who can read
he's the
maps.
only reason, yeah, he's the only reasonable person. I'm like,
Ultra is a
Mateo?
literal
So
photographer and like
I rolled an intelligence check for him. I played it. I played it fair. That's not metagaming.
Yeah, it's not. It's
in that role.
what
it
will
was
we
a
do
20.
without Mateo? All right. Well, thanks to Mateo, at least we know where that thing is heading.
just have to decide what. I mean, we definitely need to rest for at least a little while.
We probably need to rest for a whole day. You guys are just
Trash.
Well, you
yes.
guys
then
would
do we-
remember that you can travel and essentially rest at the same time, thanks to your infernal war machines. Only the person driving cannot be taking a rest. So theoretically, if you drive for 8 hours, then everyone not driving can take an 8-hour long rest in the vehicles.
How convenient that I'm the driver. Oh.
Right, but then somebody else can drive for 8 hours. You guys could take shifts. It's up to you guys if you want to stop and rest or if you want to move and rest. That's totally up to you. Because it is possible you'll come across something that, is harmful. But also, you guys are in hell, so staying still, something could come upon you. You're not really safe anywhere.
Well, how about this? We'll attach the scavenger to the demon grinder. We'll use that. All of you guys rest. Me and Mateo will take. I will take this healing. I'll just take this healing potion.
Mateo says, "I'm actually feeling somewhat okay. I think I can definitely take the first shift if you all want to sleep."
All right, and then I'll take the second one. And that way, you, Ezra, Tim, and Harry can take your rest. You guys get up and ready.
Okay.
We'll move along the way. Is that
So,
fine,
yeah.
Ezra, Tim? You got
Sounds good.
fools that are willing to rush to their deaths?
That's fine. That's okay with me.
Okay. So it takes you guys about another.
Also, with all this,
So yeah, I guess I would ask actually first, where do you guys want to go specifically?
well, we'll probably have to go back to the.
That's the big question to me right now. Do we go back to look for Lulu, which is back across the river? Do we keep going up to whatever?
Well, you guys want to chase
Oh.
after Lulu, so right? So aren't we supposed to go to
I
like?
guess.
So they're wasps, like when they like eat her?
We don't know that, but you guys were assisting on chasing after her. So that's why I mean, if anything, we can probably stop on Fort
He seems
Knucklebone,
kind
get
of
some more.
critical to El Terrell and, the whole getting
Yeah.
home and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
How about this? We'll probably not beat that wasp. Realistically, we wasted like
What
yeah,
do you
we
mean?
probably won't. We'll probably that wasp will probably get to its lair before we do.
So as you guys are thinking about this, I'll have you all make a nature check.
Yay, nature. Oh, I'm not proficient in it. Hey.
You guys are at disadvantage, or who is?
Oh,
It's
right, yeah. Never.
Harry and Sam.
Like,
Is there? No, you only have one, right? Oh no, but you're.
right.
wasps have wings.
It's like, look, guys,
Is it?
this thing could definitely beat us.
So
by a mile.
Oljar, you would have an idea of you're actually familiar with insects that hunt for their food, as these hell wasps would. You don't think that they would initially eat their food, that they tend to store their food until it dies and can become somewhat of a gelatinous, oozy texture that they can more easily ingest.
And I'll explain that to them in the most disgusting way. But
So,
be
so
assured
you
that it will
believe
take time.
you might have time to save
Yeah.
Lulu before she's dead.
Yes, we would have time. She would die a slow, painful death. But we would probably get to her before she dies.
I'm so
Oh,
glad that we're gonna make the person who literally just saved my life wait. And like,
Tim, look at you. Are you in condition to save anybody right now
it's not the point.
without you dying? I'm trying to be practical here, Tim.
Since when
My
has
job
that
is to
ever?
keep you alive.
Yeah.
All right, then. We got our plan. If anything, we'll probably head to Fort Knucklebone, talk to, probably drop one of these machines to, how do you call it?
Mad Maggie?
Mad Maggie.
Mad Maggie, thank you. Mad Maggie. And then rest, and then we'll rush towards, once we're fully rested and fully ready, we'll rush to save Lulu.
Well, it looks like it's more or less on the way. So, and as you guys have all convened, and so you guys are attaching the claw of the scavenger onto the larger of the two, the demon grinder, and then you're having Mateo tow the scavenger using the demon grinder.
Yes.
That's the plan? Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys again spend probably about 16 hours making your way down. You would estimate long enough for you guys to take multiple long rest shifts to get back to the dock where you are allowed to cross. Is there anything you guys want to do here while you're at the dock?
I kind of want to ask the Horn Devil, what's the fortress that comes,
What's the
or
what?
who rules the
Flying
fortress,
fortress.
or the flying fortress?
Make a persuasion check
Oh, I'm bad at those.
with advantage because you helped him out before.
Oh.
All right.
15. He says, "Well, the Archduke of Avernus, Zariel.
Oh,
It's Zariel's flying fortress friend."
His Majesty. I say,
Not, she doesn't go by that moniker, but yes, she's the ruler of
Archduchess?
Avernus.
Archduchess then?
Archduke.
Archduke. Guys, All right, thank you very much. I just wanted to know who, who not, who's who's inspiring what do they call it? Flying fortress it is. That's all.
All right.
I've never seen it, but I'm just like, it probably looks good. So
Yeah, it hasn't been docked here in a little while. I imagine there are other places in Avernus that it docks, but it also flies often. It can't be too far away from the river Styx for too long. It runs off the souls that are pulled from the river Styx.
hmm. That's some weird magic, but interesting. Well, thank you very much,
Okay.
and I guess I will leave.
Okay, so you guys continue up the coastline. You guys are able to keep a pretty regular pace, and you don't seem to get too lost as you guys are following along the river. It's a pretty easy landmark essentially. As long as you stay within sight of the river, you feel like you're pretty well off and not losing your way. And after about a full day's travel or more, you make it back to Fort Knucklebone without too much trouble. It's not a pleasant journey, of course, as it never is here, but nothing seems to attack you on your way there. And you do actually track in the sky a couple of hell wasps that fly occasionally. They don't seem to come down and bother you, but they do also seem to be flying in that general direction that you saw the first one flying with Lulu. It seems to be just to the southwest of where Fort Knucklebone is, not too far. Is the general trajectory that you see. But you guys pull both of those into Fort Knucklebone.
All right. So which one you guys want to keep? I'll tell the group. The demon grinder or the scavenger?
Say we trade in we get rid of the bigger one and get some additional upgrades to the smaller one, and hopefully some soul coins.
Oh, how much?
Yeah. By the way, we haven't had
How much should we?
haven't
Did we use like an
expended.
extra soul? Yeah. Do we need like another soul coin?
So yeah, I was tracking the number we had because I had 7, and then I gave 1 to.
So yeah, Mateo. So shortly before you guys got to the dock, the demon grinder would have run out of fuel.
Yeah. So that took us down to 6, and then.
Well, no, that was from the fuel that was already in the demon grinder. That's not
gotcha.
using any additional soul coins. He has 2 on him.
Yeah.
So he's like, if you guys want, I could put another soul coin in.
Oh, he has 2. Okay. I want to make sure that wasn't from like our group stash.
No.
Okay.
He has 2. One that you gave him, and then one that he got at the dock, or capturing the most souls.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the question: is do you guys want to use another coin to power the demon grinder for another 72 hours?
Oh, you probably have to, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So 72, and then it took about another, say, 12 to get back to Fort Knucklebone.
We have about 60 hours.
By the way, is there anything that you guys want to do while you're traveling? I should mention that you guys have all this downtime. If there's anything in particular that you want to do while you guys are just riding along here.
Does this count as a long rest now, or?
Yeah, you guys have taken, at this point, I would say probably 2 long rests. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and lower your exhaustion amount by 2.
Okay. thought 61 was a decent number of hit points. Turns out it is not.
I mean, it's all relative, really.
Yep.
I mean, if you're gonna face a CR13 creature at level 6, that's, you know,
6
or 7. Sorry. Of course, you guys have a lot of magic items, so it, you know, it balances out.
Really.
I mean, we almost died, so I
I
think
felt
so.
I felt like my balancing was
All right.
well done there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you guys should be on the Avernus map. My bad.
He rolled really well too.
He
Yeah,
did.
he did.
He did.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
that's part of the thing is if you guys are in a deadly encounter and the opponent rolls really well and you guys do not, then some of you probably should die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like that's how the game is.
Yep. All right. So we're at Fort Knucklebone. I just, having more vehicles just means we're burning up more of these things. I say we should get them both repaired, and I personally think that since we don't have anyone evil aligned, then, I touched the spurs, and I know that this is an artifact of, this is not good. I don't want to use it. Ezra, I don't think you want to use it. So,
Spurs? What's the Spurs?
We found that was left over from Big Bad Guy.
Oh, the Infernal Track?
yeah, it describes them as spurs. So
Spurs.
what
Okay.
what a cowboy wears.
Ah, okay.
So or a knight. That's kind of where they come from. Yep.
Well, I have no need for that. I don't.
Yeah, none of us have mounts, and you can only wear it if you're evil aligned. So,
Or do we?
but it does seems like the kind of thing that we can get a lot of, the currency here. So, I say that we try to negotiate with Mad Maggie. The only question is, do we want to hold on to the larger vehicle?
Wait.
Or
Yeah. Or the smaller one.
we have two vehicles. The more of them we have, the more soul coins we burn through. But obviously that gives us additional combat capability. So why don't we ask what we can get for the spurs first?
Yes. And then decide what we can.
Hey, Mad Maggie. How are you doing?
So you come back in. You don't see Mad Maggie when you first drive in, but you do see Chukka and Clonk, the two Kenku.
My guys, how y'all doing?
By the way, I don't know if I showed you guys that last time. There's Chukka and Clonk.
I love that their names are automatopoeia. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And the one looks up and says, "Can't keep the boss waiting." He squawks and walks back into the fort. And by now you've realized that's probably their version of "we'll go get the boss for you." Meanwhile, the other one seems to be working on attentively working on one particular portion of one of these war machines. And you guys, you're all a perceptive bunch. You notice that this is the same portion that they were working on before. So you guys have been gone multiple days, but it looks like there's some part of this war machine that this Kenku is particularly focused on.
Can I ask him if he needs a certain part? Because we could look for it on our way. If we see anything or come across one, you might be able to grab it. Maybe there's a spare in our other vehicle.
Let's see.
I mean, he's probably banging something with a wrench and like kind of frustrated at this point, so I think I'd pick up on that.
So you realize that this is a part of what looks to be. By the way, this other war machine is another demon grinder, so it's much like the one that you have. But there's a specific panel near the top of it. And if you'd like to if anyone would like to take a look at it to try to figure out what it is and what it might do, or how it might be fixed, I would say probably only 2 of you max could do this, but it would be an Arcana or an Investigation check.
Harry probably. And Mateo?
Harry's got a +3 for both of those.
Got a 4 for Arcana.
And Mateo's only got a 2 for those.
Oh, okay. Better than what I've got.
I guide myself on the Arcana?
Sure, absolutely. Always.
Alright, I'll do the Arcana. Well, that's unfortunate. Do.
No, that's definitely not going to do it. Anybody else want to give it a shot?
I think Harry probably is the best shot.
All right. Nope. So you guys can't quite figure it out.
Anyone just tell me. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, he looks at you and says, "Can't
You're
keep the
too
boss
dumb
waiting."
to understand this. Yeah. Fair.
But then he taps on it and looks at you and kind of nods and says, "What a deal!"
All right, we'll proceed in and talk to. We won't keep the boss waiting then.
Okay. So, well, she actually comes out, and you again see her flesh golem assistant Mickey kind of hopping around, and you see all of the little red caps kind of laugh as he walks by, and they kind of do a hopping gesture, kind of mocking this creature. And Maggie looks over and says, "Ah, I see you found yourselves another one of these war machines. Where did you find this one?"
Some individual called Raga something.
Ragadraga, really? He has a very particularly interesting enchantment, from what I hear on these. And she goes up and touches the front things, and she says, "These are amplifiers. If you cast thaumaturgy into them, it will hold the enchantment for 24 hours. Play whatever you thaumaturgize into it."
Huh. Snazzy.
Yes, it's one of the more mundane and shallow additions that I've seen to war machines, but I suppose does add a possible intimidating factor and can be a distraction. So it does, I suppose, have some utility use to it. But what can Mad Maggie do for you today?
Well, we're chasing after some wasp that took our little friend.
Oh, that's a shame. But yes, hell wasps do particularly like creatures that are of good and, well, good heavenly creatures. They particularly like to snack on. So I'm not surprised they went after your little friend.
Well, we saw them basically come about this way? Do you know
Yeah.
where a little layer they have, or?
Yes, they have a floating nest. That's a few hours in that direction. It'll be hard to miss once you start heading there. It floats in the air and is attached by a chain. It is likely a remnant of, or created around a remnant of an old floating city, much like that one that you all hailed from.
I think we're discussing whether it might be smart for us to sell one of these machines to you.
Well, yes,
Well,
absolutely. I'd be happy to take this off of your hands. And uh, it looks like it's still in fairly decent condition, as is. I see you didn't bang up my scavenger too much.
Oh, one small collision.
It'll buff out, really.
Nothing that Sheka and Plonk can't handle. Certainly.
well, we also. Is there any other installments you can have on the scavenger, or is it just how it is?
What are you thinking about adding to it?
I look at Tim. What do you think, Tim?
Trying to imagine cats with laser beams, but in Faerun. Okay.
I'm thinking something.
Infernal
I
sharks
believe.
with infernal laser beams on their infernal heads?
How about something that?
Sharknado.
You
How
took
about
it out of my mouth. Like, you just, like,
It
well,
plucked it out of your brain? Yeah.
yeah.
something that unleashes lightning? What do you guys think?
Honestly, something as simple as, like, improve track so it can go faster. Like, and it sounds boring, but, like,
Would
may
you like
actually
a
be...
list of the different variations that we've added in before?
Oh, that'll be
That would
nice.
be dope.
It'll give us ideas.
Mad Maggie is hashtag boss bitch.
She is indeed.
Oh, man.
She's the boss.
Acidic bile sprayer. Internal screaming. Some of this is very 40k.
It is.
Who would not want gilded death armor? Teleporter. That's awesome.
That's what I just thought.
Now, bear in mind that many of these are not currently available. We'll have to actually put them on and install them. That can take a day or two. But if you wanted, perhaps we could start working now on the one that you brought in that you want to keep, and you could take the other one out to try to save your little friend in the meantime and return, and we could swap.
That sounds awesome.
What should we get?
Gilded death armor and the teleporter sounds like the best to me, but that's just because the resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage seems like clutch.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Like cold damage, I feel like we're not going to run into that often here. Flamethrower doesn't seem like a very good idea since everything is like immune or resistant to fire.
Thinking more of a lightning,
Yeah, but they don't have it, so like
Yeah.
if they had like, do you remember the old, was it like Tesla the
coil?
turrets or something? Yeah, Tesla
Yeah.
coils from like a
Tourette's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like what?
It's like the talking car in that TV show, but it's always yelling
Shit.
out. Yeah, but it's
Shit.
always yelling out inappropriate things.
No, like Tourette, not Tourette. No, a Tesla Tourette thing would just be talking about how much he loves this pigeon, right? So
It's pronounced turrets.
Headlights have a tick. You know?
Oh no, we're all going to hell. Wait, we're already there.
Alright.
it's
Wouldn't
the
the
thing
soul
is just
spike armor be
screaming
better?
just differently. Like the soul coin just like screams in a more like somehow more relatable way. Yeah. So anyway, those are my two votes. Gilded Death Armor and the teleporter.
Yeah, and it comes to mind to you as you read that there are several portions of the river Styx that are less than 300 feet across.
Exactly, because like the last place we were pretty close to. I mean, we
like-
don't have to pay the bridge. So I'm
60 or
teleporter numero uno on my list. So
I agree.
Well, you know what's interesting is the item that Clonk is trying to work on over there that has been eluding him it's a special variation of the teleporter. It's a long distance infernal teleporter. He's been having trouble figuring it out, but essentially it allows you to teleport the full distance of wherever the current soul coin is able to expend, and then expends the entire soul coin all at once. But it can teleport you up to 72 hours of travel time in any direction in Avernus. Though it can be a little tricky. Teleporting in this realm is always a little bit perilous. But in a pinch, when you need to get somewhere very quickly, it could be useful if we could just figure out how to make it work.
Tim prefers normal, regular, well understood, studied in of large number type teleportation.
All right, so you guys would need to figure out two things. First of all, you'll need to figure out which one you want, which of these two war machines you want to take with you to go to the Hell Wasp's nest, and then which one you want to leave here to be upgraded that you're going to have long term.
Say we keep the scavenger long term, because that claw is good for pulling. At least that's what I think. It's good for if we fight other vehicles. What do you guys
So,
think? I know it's
is that the
smaller,
bigger
but...
one?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Are you saying we should keep the bigger one, or?
No, keep the scavenger, the small one.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good to me.
I mean, keep it for long term, and
Yeah.
then turn in the demon grinder, or just use the demon grinder to find Lulu, and then give it to
That sounds good to me.
Mad Maggie.
Good. That's good.
What do you got? Everyone else
Yeah.
is fine with that? Mateo, Harry.
Let's do it.
Well, you guys are here, so you guys get to vote, and I'm not going to have. If all three of you are agreed on something, I'm not going to have Mateo fight you about it, certainly.
All right, roll for Harry.
No, that's fine. Harry doesn't get a vote. He's not here.
Okay.
He's got to play
Where's
if he wants to
the
vote.
Wasp?
All right, so you guys are so how long? They say that they could probably have the scavenger fully repaired in about 2 hours. Would you guys want to wait that long, or are you wanting to immediately leave for the Hell Wasp nest?
Only wait.
Yeah, we can wait.
Okay.
Like I said, they won't kill Lulu right away. They'll let her suffer, and die miserable.
Whole jar. That is no.
I'm just
We don't
telling
want
you
her
how
to
it
suffer.
is. No, I'm just telling you how it is. That's how.
Mad Maggie says, "Well, she's a pretty hardy creature. I imagine she'll be fine for at least a few days."
And it has been about a day, or it's been about 2 days, right?
Well, let's see. Yeah, normally what Hell Wasps do, you see, they they create a sticky sort of ichor-like substance that they will surround their prey in, that both quiets them and also makes them unable to escape their grasp until they get them back to the nest. They'll then stick them to the side of one of their inner chambers in their nest, and allow them to slowly dissolve in that ichor, which can take quite a while. I doubt your little friend will be in any sort of torturous state for a few days, and likely wouldn't expire for a week or two. Though I imagine it won't be very comfortable or pleasant. I imagine at this point, unless, well, I mean, you were here a week ago, so I imagine that unless they were taken immediately when you left, they probably are still fine. In the meantime, how have your adventures gone so far here in Avernus?
We killed Haruman.
Well, that's impressive. He was quite powerful, as I had recalled. He had captured several of the souls that had deserted, I believe. But from that original desertion and betrayal.
Yes. Do you know anything more about that?
Yes, I've always been very interested in Zariel's tale, and I must admit I had a little bit of a secondary interest in doing that in doing that ritual with your little elephantine friend. I was hoping it might reveal more about Zariel and her fall from grace, as it were. But basically what I've been able to figure out thus far is once Zariel had gathered her warriors and led them through the gate in the initial battle, there was one of her generals that had decided to flee and run back through the portal, and led a group of these warrior knights that were supposed to have their back. And in his fear and cowardice, he closed the portal behind them, sealing the rest of the forces of Zariel in Avernus to be defeated and die at the hands of the demons and devils that they were fighting at the time.
Do you know who that person was?
I'm afraid I do not.
Okay. And look at the team, I'm like, see, and you want to take those people down.
Stand by my decision.
But I do know that Haruman was one of the main generals that was trapped here, so I can understand why he would have been so upset and vengeful feeling about all those that deserted him and his master.
I understand his feeling. Well, enough of this sad or depressing story.
Have you obtained any other leads to finding Zariel's sword?
No, but we did find her castle, or at least we know he does have a flying castle.
Yes, her flying fortress. It doesn't usually come around here very often. There's no place to dock it here, of course. And I imagine people would only be able to really board or depart from that structure if people were either able to fly, or if it was docked at one of the many stations here in Avernus. It's hard to track down where it is because it goes wherever Zariel needs, and often will fly to some of the more battle-heavy areas, as she is the commander and the main one in charge of pushing back the demon incursion. That is at least the task that Zariel set her to, or that Asmodeus set her to, which kind of aligns with her original goal of what she came to Avernus to do. But I suspect that she would have preferred to do it in her angel form with her entire forces, rather than being forced to take up the guise of the lead of the devils in order to achieve her goals.
I bet she was. All right then. Well, we'll wait for, I guess, to repair the Is it, yes, the demon grinder,
Yeah.
or is it?
So yeah, as soon as you guys would like, we could say that the demon grinder has been fixed, and if you guys would like, you can go ahead and make your way on from Fort Knucklebone over to where you think the Hell Wasp nest is, at least.
She pointed the way, like north, south.
Yeah, so she would say that it's somewhere southwest of where they currently are, but she also mentioned some. Do remember that it can sometimes be difficult to navigate this strange land. After all, you there is no North Star or sun for you all to figure out the direction, and Avernus can sometimes shift. The land is not always reliable, so mapping it can be difficult. But if you're not traveling too far, or if you have some sort of landmark to kind of aid in your travels, for instance, traveling along the river Styx can be a good way to keep yourself from getting lost. But most journeys eventually require you to travel somewhere away from most of those large, obvious landmarks that can cause you to sometimes get a bit lost.
Thank you for informing us.
There is an item of which I do not currently possess, but I have seen them before, and if you ever do come upon the Wandering Emporium, you may look for one. It's called an Infernal Compass. It can help you to navigate even despite some of these shifts in the terrain. Because if the terrain shifts, the compass will shift with it to keep you going in the direction that you're trying to go.
Keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and finish up here. Is there anything else you want to do in Fort Knucklebone before you head out?
Oh, so
yeah, there. We'll make you guys bigger so that you can see it easier.
Yeah. Did we decide where we're gonna get? I know the teleporter. That sounds like a great idea.
Oh yeah, right. You gotta so the teleporter and the armor, the golden armor.
The armor. Those.
Yeah, they
Ezra?
can do that.
Ezra, you think that's good?
I think Ezra's.
Sounds,
oh no, he's back.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Back.
he's back.
No, yeah, I think both of those sound great.
Okay.
Did we trade in the spurs?
Oh no, we haven't. Yeah.
I just like, yeah, I mean, there's no reason for us to hold on to it, but that seems like a pretty valuable commodity. So
Yeah, and so you guys, as you're talking to Mad Maggie, she mentions to you the Wandering Emporium, which I believe you guys had gotten a description of that place before, right?
Yes.
So it comes to mind that you could probably trade it to Mad Maggie if you wanted. But at this point, you have a pretty good rapport with Mad Maggie, and she's giving you pretty much everything you're asking for, even without trading anything. So it's up to you guys. If you want to try to trade her the spurs, you can. Or you can just see what she has available to trade you. But you also imagine that such a thing would be valuable to trade at a place like the Wandering Emporium if you were ever to find it.
gotcha.
So it's up to you guys if you want to keep a hold of them for now, or if there's anything in particular that you're looking for you want to see if Mad Maggie has.
I mean, we're turning in the demon car for just the upgrades. That's
Well,
fine.
yeah. So basically, what she's saying is that she'll continue to do these repairs for you and do these upgrades as long as, again, you promise to try to bring her back the War Machine once you're done with it and you're planning on like before you plan on leaving Eltura.
Yeah.
As best you can. She's not making you sign an infernal contract. She's wanting like a handshake, verbal kind of commitment.
All right. That's fine. All right. Yeah.
You guys have
do
been
you
in
wanna
hell,
keep-
by the way, almost a week now. No one's tried to make you sign an infernal contract, so you guys are doing pretty good.
I feel like something's about to drop. Yep.
All right then. I guess. Well, are you gonna try to sell it something, or sell the,
I mean,
or you want to keep it?
like, are we gonna know when the where that place is,
Emporium?
or yeah?
Well,
like we just-
it wanders, and so
Okay.
you kind of just have to be in the right place at the right time to find it, because you don't know where it is currently, and it's been described to you as it rolls around on the back of giant war machines, or that are meant to be like big transport war machines, and so the whole emporium sits on the back of this and just moves around. It parks for a few days at a time in certain places, but you guys have not come across anything that resembles that yet. But you kind of look at the map and you realize you haven't been to very many places in terms of the overall scale of Avernus. Not to mention the fact that there's probably stuff on this map, or there's probably stuff in Avernus that is not on this map.
Sure.
I suggest we just keep it for right now, and then if we find any,
Sure.
the Emporium we'll get a little bit more soul coins, I guess, out of it.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll go try to.
Let's go get Lulu.
All
Yeah,
right.
go
So
get
yeah,
Lulu.
you're I keep wanting to call it the demon wagon, but that's not it. The demon grinder. It has been fully repaired, and then they start repairs and upgrades to the scavenger. You guys make your way over towards the Hell Wasp nest, which so for the demon grinder, Mateo has that. Takes you 3 hours before you start to travel in that direction. You start to see what looks to be a general description of what you guys had heard of. Let me find the picture there. I just realized I don't actually have this in game, so I'm gonna put it in the chat. Oh, actually, you know what? Easy enough for me to put it in the game. But yeah, that's what you guys see is essentially what you would know. Looks not unlike a wasp's nest, but it's massive, and it looks like it's been kind of made in and around what looks much like one of those floating cities, but maybe just a big chunk of it that is still floating. Not unlike El Terrell. But you would assume that this is the wasp's nest, and as you sit there for even just a few minutes, as you guys drive up, you would have seen one of these flying creatures go in through one of these holes and head in, and you would imagine you guys have found at least a potential place where Lulu could be.
Yeah.
So, how are we gonna fly up there? Do we just leave the car down here and then I mean, me and Harry could pretty much get there, but are you guys willing? How about this? How that seems like a long way up, right? I was thinking of rope. Like maybe I'll go up there.
Well, here, let me give you
throw a
a
rope.
more apt description. A gigantic sack of wet, papery material floats above the surface of hell. Angelic figures with weathery wings stick to the surface like flies in amber, their bodies struggling futilely underneath a layer of gunk. Iron chains at the bottom of the structure tether it to this hellish landscape. So, you guys, you would see a couple of places that are close enough you could probably climb the chains and then climb into one of the holes to get into the opening. Or yeah, if you guys wanted to try to fly up there, you could try that too.
Like, how big is it?
It's pretty massive. It's a couple 100 feet up, and it's a big rock.
It's a long ways up.
Wait, wait, Ezra. If you can only send message one way, right?
Yes.
Or are you able to like know that your message was sent?
Only if you're a reply.
Oh, okay.
Can reply. Yeah.
I mean, it'll always send, but you only know if it was received if there's a reply.
Okay.
How far up did you say it is?
Somewhere between 100 to 200.
Right. Message range is 120. I'll just try sending a message up to Lulu.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can hear it. Oh, well.
It's silent.
No response.
No response. All right. No response, guys.
It's also worth noting, though, that even if you look at the tip of the berg, essentially, that is this giant boulder, even if that was within 120, the top of it is certainly not. The whole structure itself is probably 50 to 60 feet tall.
And there's multiple of these, right?
There's one main large one. The other ones don't look like they have the same features to it, essentially.
You said there's like angelic beings stuck.
Yes.
I guess deducing. I guess Lulu's in some type of angelic being, so I think it'll be that one. And I point.
Yes, you would know that Lulu is a celestial being.
Yeah, celestial.
So it seems exactly like what the wasps prefer to snack on.
I guess then that might be their eating chambers. What do you guys think?
I mean, I just think like this is just like a hive of wasps, and so how do you approach a hive of wasps?
Well,
Normally, I would think we could burn it, but
yeah, we're in hell.
really here,
Fire. Yeah.
Freeze it, I guess. We could freeze it. It's big. I mean, it's not like.
Yeah. Well, I think the best choice is to climb up and try to find Lulu, I guess.
It's a long ways up.
Well, like I said, me and Harry could fly up.
Yeah.
And I can lay, basically, I have a lot of rope, and you guys have rope. We can lay like a tie around all three of you. Or not tie it up, but like, you either could climb the chain and we'll use the rope just to, in case you guys fall, I can hold up to the rope and try to keep you guys from falling to your deaths. And I can probably maybe pull you up.
Yeah, I have a
one
question.
by one, or
what what level is Harry? Warlock level is Harry.
7.
he at level 6 have a thing
Level 6 Warlock, level 1 Bard.
Oh, level 1 bard there.
Doesn't he at level 6 have a thing where he can bring in multiple people into his device, the
Dimension
ring,
thing?
whatever he uses? Yeah.
I don't know, you tell me. It's a lot to read.
A bottled respite. Let's see. Yeah, but like at level 6, I think it changes. Let me see.
I have never heard of this, so.
Features.
This is his level 6.
Thought that one of the things you get with a genie is that at level 6, I could be wrong about the level, but I'm pretty sure it's a feature, is that
Maybe it might be a different one.
I mean, the broom could take you all up and then come back down. Right, take you like
One by one?
one at a time, yeah.
That's true.
If you guys didn't want to climb it.
that's true. We could just go one at a time.
Let's do that. Me and Harry can go up first. The broom can go back, pick one of you guys up.
Sure.
There you
You know what? That's not till level 10. The thing I was thinking of.
Gotcha.
Excuse me. Do we just want to do we want to wait until the next session before we do anything drastic?
Sure, if you guys want to end there, that's fine. And
Yeah,
we can
that's
just
fine.
pick up
Right.
next time at the base of the Hell Wasp's nest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. Harry, we'll have Harry back hopefully.
I'm
so-
sorry,
All right.
I'm yawning like crazy.
That's okay, you're tired, I
alright.
can tell. But you all will definitely level up after killing Harmon.
Woohoo!
So,
Yeah.
but I like to try to do that between sessions. So, yeah, I mean,
Worth it.
yeah, he's very strong. So yeah,
See?
you guys can all definitely level up.
That's awesome.
Take that, old jar.
Not Old Jar. Old Jar doesn't get to level up, does he?
Nope.
Yeah, you're like, I'm just gonna sit in this war machine and not do anything. You did.
Yep.
You later, but
Yeah.
not taking away from that. But
Finally,
Alright.
he didn't
Sounds
roll
good.
super high.
and then you
Alright.
teleported away like a wuss.
No, I tactically retreated.
It did. You helped. You were definitely part of that.
Oh man, leveling up already. Look at us.
When it did 49 damage, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no kidding, man. One
Boy,
shot.
didn't it do 69 on you, Tim?
Oh yeah, it was so
In
much.
2
I
hits,
was like,
but yeah.
yeah,
And I think one of them was a crit. He
Yeah,
got,
it was.
he got a lot of crits too. He rolled. I don't know that he missed. That was the thing. He didn't have
yeah.
any
That
This
flame
one
lance.
incredibly low rolls, but he also he crit more than you would expect.
That flame lance is no fun.
Well, that's kind of the fun part of this, and is that I'm willing to let you guys go pretty crazy in this campaign with the magic items and power leveling and power gaming, because that just allows me to really release some of these really cool monsters at you guys and to beef them up a little bit. That guy had more HP than I scaled him up in HP, not in anything else. Some things I'll scale up in their attack bonuses or their attack rolls or their AC. Him, like, he's very strong on his own. The only problem is he doesn't have a whole lot of HP in his base kit to survive very long in a fight. So if you guys all just focus fire him, he he's a glass cannon. But yeah, I raised his HP by a fair amount, and that made it a very dangerous fight for you guys, which is good because you guys should have a few of those every now and then. You guys rolled through most of the stuff in Elturel, and I was like, well, they'll get to the scary stuff soon, but
That was honestly very scary.
It was.
Like,
I thought we were dead.
Yeah. Honestly, I was like, oh, well, at least 2 people are dying this session.
I was like, oh,
And Harry's not even here.
What my next character be?
I mean, to be fair, like, if he wanted to be a dick about it, he could just stand over the corpse and stab it again twice. He could have killed you, one or two of you at least. But that's not any fun. I want you guys to be able to be resourceful. He's looking for a TPK or nothing from his view, because otherwise he dies no matter what. So
Yeah.
for him, it doesn't matter whether or not he dies with one of you guys alive or with or 4. It's either he wins or he loses. So he's gonna swing for the fences.
All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you next Sunday.
All
right, sounds
see
good.
y'all.
Thanks for
Have a
playing.
good week.
All right, have a
Two.
great week.
Hey, guys.